That's good. That's good. Yeah, but I don't think I can hear the game though. Oh, is it because I have this muted?
Together.
Oh.
There seems to be a little bit of actual, like, maybe wanting to mentor him along a little bit.
Okay, so wait, how do I turn it off so it's?
In stride, but I just really like to see.
Okay, but
they were going to see the next evolution in their relationship.
Okay, so if I want to hear the game, I have to turn this. Okay. It's not that bad right now, but they can hear too. That.
Yeah, and I mean, I think Whippo's talked about it initially, where he's like, he really wants to see
CS Finals, baby! Live at the LCS Finals, baby! Well, not the finals, but the. By the way, look at this camera. I am a handsome man. I'm just saying, I am staggering. I am staggeringly sexy, is what I'm gonna say. Anyway, real quick, guys, we're doing. I am getting the settings correct. The finals, whatever, start in like 10 minutes. We're going to set this up. I said do it live. It's content. Okay, so I have 2 audios on right now.
And it's not even like Crocs in the middle in between. Like, no,
Can I rename it?
Crocs in a row. Just the crocodile.
My headset. Yes?
So if a French Renekton comes on stage, we know who it is.
That's the broadcast.
Okay, so my stream hears this. Stream hears. I don't use this keyboard, bro. You know I can type 120 words per minute?
Hey everyone, I'm Sven. I'm here with Whippo.
Okay. So, stream hears this.
First question for you is, you talked about in tweet recently about how you were having trouble dealing with the anxiety of playing in the finals, and that was a big part of your losses in Fnatic.
Me? Oh, they can. Okay, that's the only button that does that. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, that's just headset volume. So right now, they can hear stream, though. Why is this bar going up, then? Is it catching the background audio? Guys, hello, sup. I'm acknowledging you now. Guys, be careful what you type, by the way, because I don't have any third-party extensions. So, you're like speaking in like algebra. I don't know what you're saying. Speak like normal people, please. Okay, can you guys hear the background? And if it's bad, is it like really bad or not bad at all? Like bearable?
I honestly feel really good. I think what Bobo was saying actually.
Not bad, it's fine. It's a bit bad. Okay, I need some. Not bad. I see a lot of not bads. Okay, not that. Okay, not that bad. Okay, they'll be good for now. Thank you so much, buddy. What's your name? LA. That's right, LA. Shout out to LA. Dubs in the chat. Look at me. I still got it. I'm a young 20, whatever. Bro, lads, I'm not gonna lie. We're going crazy here. You guys can't hear what's on stream because I have it muted because I'm talking. It's talking tea time. I got 7 minutes. Brother, I had a talk with the devs. I'm under NDA. There, I said what I said. So I can't actually. Whoa, quiet down. So I can't actually tell you what involved the talks. But guys, I'm gonna tell you right now. Things are gonna get crazy. Like, and when I say this, and it's like, guys, I'm like, oh yeah, they put that in your like, guys. This is the first I've talked to Riot a lot throughout the years in person. This is the first group of guys I've talked to that I've truly felt like passion. Like, bro, they were okay. I'm gonna say this. They were cussing. Like they were getting into it, man. Like they were actually like. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I know. Riders like I'm talking that. Fuck, they were yelling like shit like that. It was. They were getting heated, like they were working up a sweat. They were yapping, like, bro. What I've been bitching about for. That's full camera. That's a good camera, by the way. Anyway, what I saying? Sorry, I got distracted. Webcam, I look so good. What are we talking about, by the way? Passion. I've been bitching about years about passion. Dude, these guys I talk to have full passion, man. Like, and they're new. They're not, it's not, so I have this old misconception that Riot, like old heads were running it. And honest to God, I think that that's been true. They got new talent that sees the game differently and wants to expand it just outside of what we know. They're not, what I've been told is they're actively DA. DA. What are they gonna do? What they gonna do? No, no, no. I can't. Okay, guys, by the way, LCS is behind me. Our boy G Snipes has made the miracle run. Reminder, I have said, if 100 Thieves makes it to the finals, by the way, I am going completely bald.
They need to not face fight at the Groves early game against the champion. Try to trade them 1 dragon or 3 Groves. That's fine.
With that being said,
just don't fight 100 Thieves at the Groves. You can avoid it. I think that's the most important thing.
100 Thieves 3-2. That's my prediction. I'll put in the rep in the line. 100 Thieves 3-2. Official. Bank it. I've been wrong once, by the way. Right? Isn't our win rate like I'm like 5-1 or something? I haven't done these in a while. I've been busy. Truthfully.
No one's been liking what I'm about to say, but I think Flyquest lane swap for you.
Okay, also, tell me
100 Thieves overwhelmingly want standard lanes.
Could somebody tell me, a couple days ago we were talking about a app that let us get all Twitch emotes from just one app. Guys, I can't read chat. It's actually kind of disgusting.
I think lane swapping and making them a lot more nifty on the map does stymie that.
7 TV?
And the thing that I'm going to watch for is just how this environment is going to affect the way these teams play. Sniper
Okay.
was absolutely buzzing about his
I'm eating peanut M&Ms.
first stadium match. And then on the other side, you have someone like Inspires, who was part of that match.
The players! Never mind. It was just me. Never mind. They're cheering for me.
Introspective, but also like very much. I choked in finals. Time
Oh.
whether he's going to be able to.
I'm an incognito. I can't add it.
Not the final. It
Wait.
shows a lot of the nerves of getting to the finals. It's the same venue. It's a big crowd. The voices are different. The stage is different. It just brings a completely different energy that I really want to see how these players, Whipple and Sniper in particular, respond to.
Oh, the stream audio. You guys can't hear it.
There's so many intangibles that I
feel like I want to just say 100 Thieves will get blown out of water, but I said that prior. The entire community, there might be a few people that actually, I said 100 Thieves will beat Cloud9.
Oh, there's echo now. Oh, God. We didn't sort that out.
So, I don't know. It depends on how they play today. And from 100 Thieves, the confidence is there no matter what. So it just has to be like Flyquest to play their best game possible.
I just hope the 100 Thieves don't feel the pressure of the stage. Often the bloody playstyle isn't so good in big games like these. So I hope they keep together. Keep playing like they have.
All right, guys. I got 7 TV.
I'm really excited to see this match.
It's not working.
I mean, just to touch back, less than a week ago, we thought for sure it's going to be C9 versus Flyquest. I messed up on stage during a post-series interview. Just being like, so you're
Hold on, I closed chat.
third place game. Absolutely not true because 100 Thieves is
Oh, I got to relog in. You're kidding me.
time again. Will Sniper get that solo kill on Whippo, and will 100 Thieves be able to pull off an upset one more time? We're about to find out. Let's send it down to the stage.
Hype intro. Damn, that's loud. Give me a second, guys. I'll fix the audio. Huh? Sorry, give me a second. Okay, Rob. Okay. Yo, they're hearing echo like crazy from this now. It's getting worked on. It's getting worked on. Oh, you too.
Against another sport who's leveled up to make his first championship weekend. Busio versus Ayla!
Low key, Busio has been cooking in my solo queue games. Low key.
The Flyquest prodigy and rookie of the year against the man who flew across the country to become the savior of 100 Thieves. Masu versus Tomo!
Guys, hello, getting better, getting worse? Give us some feedback.
In the mid lane.
Hello, what's up?
Challengers now in all-out force versus your spring split MVP.
Better, worse, better? Okay, oh? Lot better? Thank you, brother. Better but quiet? Wait, I'm quiet. Oh, wait. Okay, I'm good now, I'm good. Oh my God, it's G-Steps! G-Steps is coming! G-Steps! Let's go, Sniper! Let's go, baby! Woo! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Come on! Come on, Snipes! God damn it! Woo! Come on! I believe in him! Bro, I literally, by the way, crafted him. I'm just saying. Yeah! Everybody's cheering for Sniper in the crowd, by the way. Every single person's yelling, let's go, Sniper. I swear to God. Dude, I think I made his career T1 Tots. Let's watch this.
The greats are made great because this is what they live for.
Not true. Oh, stream. Sorry. Hey, the echo's back, apparently? Is it possible? Guys, mods, can we beat that ass? Mods, let me get some moderator help. Is the echo back? Sheesh! Guys, okay, if it's a little bit, guys, I'm here in the stadium. Like, are we crying to cry? Like, be serious. Like, come on. Stop being little bitches. Okay, I'm in the massive arena holding literally 50 million people are here, by the way. I saw the stats. There's 50 million here. My meet and greet tomorrow, by the way, is booked for 2 billion people. I'm gonna be there all day. Guys, no autographs, please. No autographs.
제가 볼 때는 결국 무너졌을 때 자기를 믿고 난 아직 잘할 수 있다 하면서 일어서는 사람이 있고 거기서 무너지는 사람이 있거든요. 무너지는 사람은 좀 봤어요, 주변에서. 그 일어날 수 있는 그 정신력이 더 중요하지 않나 생각도 해요. 그러니까 저희가 여기 있겠죠.
I've been watching Impact since I was like.
Can we come to your stream? No.
6 LCS titles is.
No, bro. Do not come here. I got security out there. Don't come. No, seriously. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean.
Hell no.
Reason, but it's not gonna happen.
No.
I can't wait to take away
I don't want to see you, by the way. Please, don't be cringe. Look at him!
I believe myself. I still can win against anyone. I want people to remember good memory, good player. Okay, not good player, great. Best. I don't know.
Can you me too?
Like GOAT.
Maybe Impact is the goal. The thing is like, he's not done yet.
I have never played on a
Yes,
stage
too
like
bad.
this before. I don't know if I'm gonna be nervous.
Green
or,
peanut
like,
M&Ms,
excited
they're
or
actually
whatever, but I
delightful.
just know that I'm gonna have fun.
I have to keep going. You know, I have to keep trying to get back.
It's a pretty long intro video, isn't it?
The finals, not showing up is way worse.
그전엔 잘했어도 지금은 잘하지 못하면 기억하지 못하고.
How's your economy flight to Lax?
일단
Bro,
저희 잡은 이제 사람들의 기억이 오랫동안 남는 거니까.
I flew poor. Bro, I flew poor, no offense. Southwest. Economy. Bro, Sailor shit herself. This is my first time traveling there. Sailor shit herself like a bad one, and it went up her back right as we were taking off. It was 6 a.m., by the way. She was screaming.
Hello and welcome to day
Like, I'm
one
talking.
of the 2024 Summer.
I'm talking. She was screaming at 6 a.m. It was a full flight, 130 people. So we pressed the button because you're not supposed to get up that early. We pressed the button. The guy came over and it was like, "No, you can't get up right now. We're experiencing extended turbulence." Then he sat back down. He said, "It should be over shortly." The pilot came over there and said it's going to be a little bit longer than usual. So we still couldn't get up. For 40 minutes, she was screaming her ass off because there's shit on her. So you were that guy on the flight? Dude, you know what? You know what I was thinking? I was like, who gives a f anyway? You're all flying poor regardless. I don't give a shit, right? I paid for 3 seats. Cry about it, brokies. Like, I don't care. I was literally like that. So eventually, the bathrooms opened up. She went in. Kayla changed her. Came back out. Perfect the rest of the flight. It's their own fault, bro. Next time, let me clean my child. Anyway, let's throw this up. All right, we got a game.
These scaling compositions.
All right, so
obviously,
move
Quid
this.
known as this melee mid lane specialist. That's the Yone ban that we've
All right,
seen
focus
got
up.
taken away from
G
his
Snipes'
earlier
career's on the
series,
line.
where
No
they
cap.
went to Yasuo. So
all right, all the
we know
standard
that
bans.
these teams are going to be trying to fill each other out in this
Renekton
game
first
number
pick.
1 for
Only
the picks
champion he can
and bans.
play.
And the
Ooh.
Renekton is
Oh.
already locked in. And Sniper, he actually had a little bit of a prediction on this. And let's hear what he had to say.
I do think Buppo is a... I'm just gonna straight up say it. I think he's a Renekton one trick, and when I play against him, like, if he's not on that champion, you're not gonna do too hot, you know? So I do feel like I actually have an advantage over him, and that although he's still a good player, I do think that, yeah, I'm gonna beat him.
Yeah, say it, bro. I taught him that.
Well, the
I told him
reality is
that.
he is on that champion, so we're going to have to see if Sniper can deal with it, because he is on the Cassante.
Hey,
he's
and
playing
then
that tank style.
at the end of the day,
that is
it's
really
just
not
Renekton
what
versus
he's known
Cassante.
for.
Yeah, and there's no spice here.
See,
we have seen Renekton Cassante for what feels like an eternity in professional play.
This is what I
Not
was
too
talking
many
about, bro.
surprise factors will be brought up there. And 100 Thieves, they've also
Why'd you have a
got
ribbon? You
more
got me excited.
standard with the rest of their opening of this draft. This is going to be a pretty straightforward draft, you have to feel like, for them. With Azir being added to it.
That was
just
Azir.
do
Hey,
some
no
front
quirky.
to back, has pretty good
Right?
scaling.
Ooh!
Now, Quad, though, has had very good answers into the Azir, and the Aurelion Soul was one of my favorites.
Okay, Ace Soul
I
coming
think
out.
he looked
You know,
really,
it's
really
kind of
good on that
cringe.
champion previously.
Is this some JoJo
And then-
flame? The long
Yeah,
cover?
that's what I'm
It's
thinking.
kind of cringe that we're
I'm thinking
now
they're
cheering
just kinda
Aurelion
like,
Soul, but
remember this. But obviously, Aurelion Soul already locked in. I really enjoyed Quad's Aurelion Soul previously. And then also
Well,
on the other
LeBlanc's
side,
useless.
it's, people
Amumu
might
as
not
well?
remember, but when Quid first came to LCS,
You know what's crazy?
Azir was his most
We learned about the Amumu meta
comfortable pick that he consistently locked
during
in.
the
We also
Middle
see
East
Inspired
Challenge.
is still on the Amumu train.
And this is becoming the LCS special. You know, globally, it's only been picked 3 times in major regions outside of the LCS in the entire summer split. We've had series where it was pick or ban in every single game, inspired them
Lower
right
the
into the next
casters,
series.
guys,
in
the
spot
audio's
9,
not gonna be
and now
perfect.
Year 2 finals weekend.
And against Team Liquid as well, they did.
Why?
But TL,
We're
their
playing
Maokai
Maokai.
priority was even higher than the Amumu priority. And 100 Thieves here, we already saw River have an
Bro,
amazing
why are we
game
playing
on
Maokai, by the way?
Maokai specifically versus Cloud9, targeting JoJo, never letting JoJo
Why are we
in,
griefing
always
Sniper?
just
Can we get this
shutting
guy
him
up? team.
Way harder to do that to Aurelion Sol because Aurelion Sol has way more range, doesn't have to go.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm liking
himself.
Flyquest's
But
comp
Mauka is
so
still
much
just
better. It's
such
so much easier to play already.
a
So
valuable pro
easy.
pick because of the versatility of the champ.
and
You
pro
have
pick.
lots
No, he's
of
not. Shut the
range
fuck
and
up.
options for your objective setups later on into the game.
Yeah, it's also really interesting, this combo of a Mumu plus the A-Soul. The Mumu actually sets
like
up
Quad.
really well for
I like
the Aurelion
Busio
Sol
as well.
follow-up
I think they
damage
both
because
play
the EX
pretty well in
can be
solo queue.
channeling on everyone in that ultimate. You can also throw your ultimate over top. Everyone's locked down to guaranteed be hit by that ulti falling down. A lot of bot lane bans coming through, though, as Kalista is going to be banned away by 100 Thieves.
Who gives a
Bomb's
shit
gonna
about
be
the bans?
on the other side by Flyquest, as they are targeting these duo lanes here.
Yeah, and I like the Kalista ban from 100 Thieves. They know that that's something that the Flyquest
Post your
really likes
OP.GG
for
right now,
Masu,
lol Mewtwo.
and they have enjoyed playing
Post
more
it.
of those lanes. We also see the Kaisa
Post it.
pick. Both of
You have
these
30
teams
seconds to
have
post it or you're
played
permabanned. If
Kaisa
you're below
really
diamond, you're
well
permabanned
in a
anyway.
lot of their
So
compositions.
choose.
So that is also going to get taken off the table from Masu.
All right, what else are we trying to take away? The Braum was the first ban here for Flyquest, so that
Are we
makes
gonna ban
you
now
think
or
that
what?
they're looking at like Leonas and stuff that would be countered by Braum in the bottom lane. Braum is so good defensively versus a lot of those melee engaged champions. And Busio's
I
been
mean,
very
I don't know who
good,
else he can play, to
as
be
an
honest.
engager for Flyquest
Other than
throughout
Ezreal.
this split and throughout
Braum's
playoffs.
banned.
And every time that Flyquest has
Bro,
gone
look at
Aurelion
Flyquest
Sol, they have
chat, by
paired
the
it
way.
with utility
Or
bottom lane, namely Ashe plus another engaged support for Busio. So I expect them to continue with this formula. So
Can't
far,
post links in
their
chat?
drafts have been
Names.
some of the most methodical drafts of the LCS, and it does look like they're continuing in the same vein.
And Masu has been so good
Look how much CC
with
that- how does
coordinating his
100 Thieves
arrows
play, by the
with
way?
the rest of the team. It's almost become a hallmark of Flyquest as a team over their past series. I've really loved
Everyone been banning
Masu
Nasus
on
because they're
this pick,
terrible at the game.
especially
I
when
played
you do
Cho'Gath
have
against him in
high damage
1,000,
carries
1.1 thousand
elsewhere. I think
LP,
they've
top
played it
70
really, really
challenger, and they solo queue and I
and
beat his
now
ass.
we'll just see what
How are they playing?
Busio
Wait,
probably gonna walk
by the
into
way,
Leona.
this is what
Yep,
100%
there
a
we go.
dodge.
It gives them two strong
And it is
forms of
solo
engage
queue, I
potentially
dodged this
set
game.
up here. They obviously have
What
the
the
move
is that
flash
team comp?
engages. They have the potential flank from the Renekton.
Look at
So a
all
lot
that
of go
easy to
buttons
hit
here,
CC.
But clearly 100 Thieves, saw the writing on the wall with those first 3 picks that it could be a lot of dive coming through, and that's why I think Tomo is playing a safe AD carry like the Ezreal. You can expect him to have cleanse.
Oh,
I'm just going to be
did
interested
this
to see
guy
what
link
Ayla
his,
brings out, if it's going to be more hard engage or something that is maybe a little bit more counter engagey that could answer what 100 Thieves want.
Ooh, a little bit of
Bard's
a little
not
bit of
saving that
both,
draft.
and the possibilities of roaming.
Bard's not
Ezreal's
saving
so
that draft.
good
Okay,
at
let's see.
being left alone in the
OP.GG.
bottom lane fairly safe, and so you can open up some room to roam towards mid and try and get fed there.
I will say, I do
Holy
really
fuck,
like
you can't
playing
use
Bard into
OP.GG
carries
without
like Ashe who don't
without
have
ad
any
block.
sort of
This
dash.
is
You can
wild.
pretty much only
Apparently
answer,
this guy's
short,
300 OP
medium range
masters.
hurdle with
Fine.
a flash when you are playing on that
Fine.
AD carry. So
Account privileges
can be pretty
saved.
difficult,
Congrats.
and can also be used
Congrats.
defensively, as you were alluding to.
A rare
If
high.
they
I
go for
told
that hard
you.
engage, a move
My
all comes
community
in, and
is
the
high
follow-up
elo.
is coming through. Bard can self-ult his teammates and try to immune that A-Soul damage or whatever that could be coming through.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see how early we are going to see either
I wonder
of
if
these
Bard goes
supports
Mikhail's
on the
first. I
map
bet he
as
does.
well. Yeah, Bwipo's had a lot of requests for fatherhood lately.
Requests for fatherhood.
I mean,
That's
Masters
an
300 LP
interesting
is low elo when you're a top 70 player.
Are we all Bwipo's children in one way or
We
another?
are. I feel like we are.
We get the up and close and
I
personal
know.
view. Oh, hello there. Hello there. Well, oh, we get the fist bumps too. All right. Well, game 1 draft is done. We are loaded
my
into
official
the game here.
vote, by the way,
Let's hope for
was
an exciting one. We got some cool picks coming out
100
on both
Thieves,
sides. Flyquest
3-2
versus 100 Thieves here to kick off the LCS 2024 Summer Finals weekend.
I think
It's gonna be
Flyquest win
exciting.
this game. So 100 Thieves got a couple more games to win after this.
Bard
All right, what we
in
got?
game number 1 here. Excuse me, Ayla.
Oh.
Ayla Bard.
We're so used to seeing Busio play it.
So used to him seeing, yeah, exactly is the point that we're looking for here, because Busio has definitely been a fanatic for it.
Sniper,
This
why
picture,
are we
by the
using
way,
this
we got
picture?
This off of Sniper's Twitter.
Oh my god, that's loud as shit.
Maybe in some trouble.
All
He
right,
actually
just running it
didn't
down to
close his
start, baby.
skill
Let's
point,
get
so he
out
could
of it.
actually just
Okay,
be going
when I
down.
said dodge.
He is dead already. Walked in, leveled up the... Didn't actually just skill E to get out of there. Flashes,
Just
dives,
dodge.
First blood for
Oh
Masu.
my
Just rushing
god,
into
it's
the
going to
level 1
be
there,
so
and
fast.
already punished for playing Bard into Busio.
Yeah, and that's going to be a really
Okay,
costly
and he has
mistake.
no flash.
Now Ashe is coming back. back to lane with
The crowd's
paper
chanting
bags
TSM, by the way.
and an extra pink board there.
I mean, honestly,
They're all
it
literally
really does
every
make
person's
Jungle
chanting
think
TSM.
about, their pathing as well, as far as everyone's going to be looking bottom now, because you can definitely
Drones, bro.
gank towards that bottom lane.
I mean,
here's the walk-in.
It's just so dangerous. Like, it would be fine if you didn't skill your Q.
Check
right?
his
Like, if you
PayPal.
walk in with nothing skilled, you can just level E and go over the wall there. Sure, your level 1's going to suck.
I forgot how
but
loud it
you get out
was
for
when
free.
you're at the
And
arenas.
you know, like, this is stage games right now, walking in on the big stage here with the big crowd right at the very beginning of the series.
All right, what do we
Definitely
got?
gonna be
I
a
don't actually know
little
this
bit
matchup plays.
off-putting,
I
but
haven't
they can just
seen
calm down
Aurelion Soul in
and
so long. Like, I'm so like stud locked by no
Here, still
Corky.
get back to pushing this lane.
Actually.
As you can see,
Bot lane
looking for
matchup
the
is
rush positioning
Leona
first.
Hex flashes on Bard, Ash autos,
This
Bard
was
dies.
the Discord predictions for the previous series that 100 Thieves won. Almost no one predicting for them. And again, today
Actually.
they come in as a big underdog. You saw on the desk, everyone is predicting for Flyquest. But this is something they're used to at this point. They were overlooked. They were underestimated in that Cloud9 series. And we have to see how much
Yikes.
have they learned from
I have a
that
bad
series
feeling.
from
It's fine.
playoffs,
Quad
and what
God
can they bring to really make this a
Beat the
competitive
shit out of them all. It's fine.
Yeah, and the big thing for me
Is this
is
Worlds patch? I'm not
where
sure.
is River, right? Because I feel like with him, with Quid, they are kind of
On a ward.
the
Kia, I love Kia.
the early game engine for this team. We see both junglers started on top side, so they both should be pathing down towards bot. But then the other big thing that's happening here is top and mid are
Oh,
getting
wait a minute. Oh, it's
absolutely shoved in.
sorry, it's
And I mean,
Quid and
Inspired has
Quad.
a lot of respect for
Bro.
River. You know, I got to watch the last series. You did
We
as
played
well,
with
Emily,
Quid yesterday.
Inspired. He was just talking
He was
about
that quirky.
with respect about how this
His
guy
name's
can
like
really
Tree
make
Frog, by the way.
happen for 100 Thieves, and that he's really going to have to be on his game to be tracking him in the jungle, to be making sure
He kinda
that River
performed
can't
later.
be taking over, because that's really the main win condition most people are
mean,
seeing
what-
for 100 Thieves would be mid-jungle.
And both teams will definitely be assuming that it is going to be just full clears down to bottom lane, fairly calm.
How are these
for
guys
both
able
of
to
these
walk
jungles.
forward, by the way?
So I don't see any changes in the early jungle play until maybe second clears or even after second clears.
How can an enemy
Because
bot
we
lane
mentioned
walk
there was
up
a
like
ward
this?
on
No flash
River
from Bard.
at Raptors, so 100% Flyquest do know is top down for them. And that is actually going to be seen. Inspired is going to immediately go back up for the top Scuttle Crab, where he's got his push.
He's ranked 3. He
does
was. I don't know
not
if he
want to
fell.
Try and fight over the bottom Scuttle Crab, where 100 Thieves
They're
have
really
their
giving this?
Bard plus Ezreal pushing in.
Yeah, exactly. And Bard can respond so quickly
You a
with that
pussy?
magical portal into the river for those types of plays. So it is just going to be that full clear for both sides. But of course, Flyquest does have the push top, a slight advantage there, and has that
I mean, they're
benefit of the early
just low-key
first blood
down
onto
600
Masu,
gold.
which is going to help to accelerate him. Make him a lot more difficult to pin down as well. I mean, you're playing against 2 skill shot
It's
champions
fine,
here
bro.
in
You're
the
my
bot
goat.
lane, so boost
Also
first
true,
on
no
Masu
lane swap.
makes a lot of sense. If you could dodge the skill shots, 100 Thieves 2v2 doesn't have a lot of threat.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see, again, like the big thing to me is where River and Inspired are. Inspired might be looking.
I think what he was doing there was waiting for
Inspired line, and we'll see. Flash forced.
He just
and that's
reganked
all
now,
he needs
can't
to
he?
get done here. Delays the base a little bit, so he is a tiny bit behind tempo on River, but gets that summoner out.
And look at the ward
Come
that he
on,
placed
mummy
behind
man,
the
what you
Raptor
doing,
Rush,
bro?
Preemptively as well. Now the minion wave is coming, so you can't really get a Q through that. But he waits around, places that ward too.
Look at cast
They were
time on a
thinking
move
about
Q.
the second spawn of Raptors, but is just going to have no items and have to go into his second clear. Because he spent so much time there burning the flash and getting that mid advantage for Quad, it is going to mean that his second clear is going to be without purchase.
And you can see how nervous Quid is playing around this, right? You know,
They're
he's playing
scared,
so
bro.
far back. He knows that he can
Wait,
get
I mean, all these teams
He
are
doesn't
back?
have great vision. He does have one
Wait,
ward
all
on that
these
bot
teams
side that
already
will spot
qualified for
Busio.
Worlds.
But again, this is meaning he's having to drop CS here. He's down 9
That
CS
was
already.
loud as hell.
There's less for him to farm, and largely it's just off of that gank and the implied pressure. So that's going to pull River over. River's
Oh,
going to have
this
to
might be a
help him
play
reset
here.
this
Is Mumu
wave
close?
and get it back.
This might be a
into
play. No
better
way, he
spot.
saplings this.
And I think this is
What
really
the
good
read?
from
The
Flyquest,
read.
right? Recognizing exactly
he's on a
where
ward.
100 Thieves do want to get ahead, setting up Quad for success, which again has been a hallmark of their play, especially in playoffs.
Ooh,
Yeah,
my
and
God.
Just everyone being called over here. Busio was missing for bot. They don't know where Inspired is. So they had to call up Ayla as well. So
I
3
respect
members
it,
here from
team
100
play.
Thieves trying to fix this wave.
And basically all of the moves have been seen on Vision,
Little
except
team
for
play
the
in
Inspired
the mid lane?
attempted gank.
Is Tree
good job by
Frog
the
Quid or
observers.
Quad?
They
It's
actually
Quid.
zoomed out and you saw that red ward in the Flyquest jungle that saw them coming over and saw Inspired trying to get there for a second counter gank. So
Oof.
everybody was
G-Snipe,
well
what's going on,
informed
brother?
on this and just called over the actual resources necessary to get Quid his
You gotta let
shove
him
in,
do you like
to get
that?
him his recall, since, as you mentioned, very vulnerable without the flash is going to be a point of continued aggression. And so we'll
Kinda
continue to see
disrespectful.
the fight over the mid lane vision as Void Grubs will be started out by Amumu. Very, very good champion at taking these Void Grubs very quickly.
Amumu gets
especially
Grubs,
since
they're gonna get
Inspired was able to
Dragon.
his
What does
full
that
faded
mean?
Ashes on his first
Maybe they
recall.
won't get
Level
Dragon.
5 comes back out and immediately is able to take them all.
And they just have so much topside pressure off of this Renekton being able to push the Cassante in, right?
Whatever.
Like, Whippo was already proxy farming. It's just a really good setup. Again, I think this is such a great early game.
I mean, do they
from
outscale?
Flyquest because of how unstable and chaotic.
Dude, I don't think they do. I think, bro,
And
look
you
how
can see it
easy
in, just the
FlyQuest's
painting
comp
phase
is to
gold
play.
Advantage for FlyQuest, plus the extra little
Like,
bit
bro,
of gold that you do get off those
FlyQuest
Void
literally
Grubs.
has like
Quite nice for
massive
them. So
AoE
strong laning
ults. Just,
phase
bro, just
gets
press
them their
R.
gold lead. It is, in the end, of course, going to be objectives traded on the map, though, since they were alerted to Amumu's presence on the top side. So very standard opening here, but you are right to compliment
crazy thing about shit
FlyQuest
like
on
this
their
is-
opening. I think especially Inspired's
What are they cheering
early
about?
move to stick around, not go for a recall, get that flash, and you can tell he's looking for it again. This is going to be 3 times he will be
Bro,
around on this top side of
Are you
the
really
map, and he's
backseat
actually gonna
gaming
be able to steal away
LCS?
this
Bro,
red this
stop
time.
Yeah,
spamming
we'll see
this
how much
wash
more he
emote.
can get. They did actually have a ward put over on their Raptors by Quid to
I
strike the
am
map,
a
but with Whippo
top
playing between the
70
towers,
solo queue
Cassante
player.
can't really respond nearly
Top
as
70.
fast. They have so much pressure
I
on that
can
top
backseat
side
professional
and through
players.
mid as well, where they have more
Go
than a
check
kill
my
worth of gold
op.gg, by
in
the way.
advantage
Should I
of
put my
quad
rank
thanks
on
to that
stream?
early gank from Inspired.
And River knows that he has to be very careful when retaking this side of the map. Because the Renekton's have been pushing so heavily, Whippo really affords that extra threat for FlyQuest. And so River doesn't even go into his red quadrant of the
You need to
jungle.
show me some respect.
That's where Inspired definitely was. They see him now as he passes through, and so he's trying to cross.
Yeah, he's actually pinging that he wants to go in for the enemy Raptors, but Inspired is
Ooh,
crossing
that's a
Raptors to
nice one.
Raptors
Got
and
his
engage
cleanse
on the
for
bot
free.
side.
He
It's gonna
dies.
be the cleanse coming out from Tomo. Nice sidestep on the arrow, and that
just
should
flew by
be
me.
the end
Holy
of
shit.
the fight.
Almost took my fucking head off,
Flash
bro.
forward, and there's no cleanse available. The magical journey, it's not going to get him to safety. Is he going to survive? No. Masu able to finish him off, even
Think
with
he
that heal
chases?
coming through from the Bard.
Busio is dialed in. He's not going to let
I
you get
told
away
you,
with that. They
Busio
burn
was
the
playing
cleanse. They
crispy
actually
this
wait
week.
out the timer for the extra CC reduction.
Crazy, anyway,
too,
what I was
and
saying
then
was, the crazy
immediately
thing about
into
drafts
the
like this to
ultimate,
me
and he
is,
hits this
when they
flash
get to
plus
this
stun,
draft gap,
and then the Zenith
like,
blade
what was the coach
actually
doing all
catches him
week?
while he's still going through
Sniper
magical
going all out onto
journey.
Whippo.
Okay,
Whippo
got his
gonna have the
flash.
to
Does he
safety.
chase?
Does the
Solo.
flash follow come
Solo.
Sniper, he's going to look
Solo.
for flashes in. The Dominus is popped to try to survive, but Sniper wants more.
Ah.
Not going to be able to find it, though, as Whippo does have the stun and the disengage. Sniper looking again, barely misses on the Intofo strikes.
He definitely wanted to go in on that. I really love this response from Sniper as well.
I like
being
it, though,
recognizing
confidence.
Where the rest of Flyquest are on the map, seeing if he can get something out of it. But on that bot side, to your point, Kobe, we've talked a lot about Masu and his improvement and how good he's been on this.
Wait, you
act.
guys got ads?
Busio
I literally
is, like,
shut
in
up. Wait,
tandem with
I
him. This
played
bot lane
30 seconds of
together
ads
has
an hour.
improved so much over this spring, especially in 2v2 situations.
Shut up or shut up.
Yeah, you love to see the punish. When teams are going to pick Ezreal with a cleanse and try and let their Bard roam, Busio and Masu just stepping up and not letting him have it. Now the crab fight.
Blatant lie? No, it's not. I swear to God. Unless the settings didn't save.
Phase rush and is able to flash out, but it's these advantages that are building and building FlyQuest. It just feels like they want to play a slow, measured game and take
It's hard now. They don't have flash or a
And this is
cleanse.
exactly what you want
Bard
to do
does.
with these early
That means if
aspects.
Ash gets one
massive
auto.
respect to the Rookie of the Year Masu and Busio, his lane partner. It's been such a huge story for FlyQuest that their young bottom lane has actually been a point of power.
Why'd you
even
do this?
throughout, international play
Bro,
for them. And here's
people
another look at
don't
them.
play with
Surprising
statistics.
Tomo very clearly thought
It's
that
hope
they
chess,
were
bro.
recalled
Oh,
already.
I hope they're
And
not in
so
push,
felt like
push.
he could quickly push out the
Oh, I
wave,
hope this
but
Leona
that
ult
was the
doesn't
cool
hit.
re-engage.
Oh, I
Yeah,
hope
and I think
Leona
the
doesn't
big
flash.
thing
Oh,
is
I
he was
hope
able
this
to
portal
level up.
saves
He knew
me.
how close he
Oh, I
was
hope
to
this heal
six,
saves me.
was
Like,
able to get,
it's hope chess.
that ultimate off to stop them. And this is something you see Busio do a lot, sometimes even in isolation where he'll go up topside as well and just wait in a brush
Fake comment. I
on
didn't see
something
that.
like the Leona
They're
to
going
try
to
to
look
get
mid.
the
The
pick.
Bardal does connect, but do they even have the damage? There's not a lot of
W,
follow-up.
W, W.
True
Oh, the
Shot
CC
Barrage
trade?
comes through and knocks
No
out the
damage.
two. Quad
Oh,
is
they're
worth
all
the
dead.
flat,
Okay, this game's over. Can we
It's on a
FF?
River, and he has no flash.
It's a waste of time.
And no way out. Inspired takes him down. They got the grubs as well. They're going to go back in on Tomo, but Inspired is bitten off more
Inspired?
than he can chew. He's going to have to flash out defensively. Everyone's showing up for the scuffle mid.
Yeah, I was inspired that I was surprised.
I mean, I'm moving
that
Flash is
Inspired
big.
wanted to go continue.
You were inspired
on
by
that.
his
I was
optimism.
inspired, yeah.
That was a nice arcane shift from Tomo, trying to bring him under tower, and getting the Mumu Flash actually is big, but Inspired still very much ahead in this game. Gets
They
his
got 4
Leandries
grubs.
completed afterwards.
100 Thieves
too.
did get Dragon.
He is the first completed item on his team. Maokai, of course, with the cheaper option, with the
Nice,
locket
he's playing
being
fucking
completed, but here's a look
Maokai.
at the replay and the
Bro,
setup too.
does Maokai,
Actually
is
had
Maokai
vision
actually
there,
broken, by the way?
so they
I've
got
been
early
watching
vision.
professional play for like 2 months
And so
now.
that
3
was the
months.
call
And I
of the
swear to
extra
God, I've
people
not seen this
coming
champion
through
win once.
afterwards, but
I
pretty
swear.
nice little Maokai bump there to actually put them in for the double stun from the Bard. Still ends up being a very good counter gank here for the members of Flyquest.
It destroyed
Getting the early
C9.
alert and that
Yes, but
vision,
C9 is literally
they allowed them to
not using
call
comms.
extra people over a couple seconds early.
And this is now 6 grubs going the way of Flyquest. They have been the ones with the pushing lanes here. They have a 2.5K gold lead already. Things looking excellent for Flyquest. 100 Thieves have built themselves a bit of a hole, and we'll have to see if they can dig themselves out of it.
And that's another, I guess,
didn't watch that.
It was more often with the Ziggs compositions.
I was
that
working.
100 Thieves are heavily prioritizing getting the 6 grubs, but it's another thing that I think Flyquest have recognized that they do like to fight over. We talked about how aggressive this team is, how much they love to fight specifically over grubs because of the timing, because it can give you
No, we
a good
watched
setup
T1
on that.
play
And
Maokai as
Flyquest
well.
have done such a good job,
It was
again,
bad.
of making this
But then again,
much
apparently,
slower and
Aguma's
stable,
Senna's
and it's
really
kind of
good, and he
similar
looked like...
to that interview Inspired had right before the
Ugh.
C9 series.
Yeah, they're going in though, and he is
I
going to
should
get
have picked
defensively
Flyquest to
barred.
win.
We'll see if
I'm
Quid
dumb
can
as
find
shit.
a way out here. Quad doesn't have a flash to follow. He flashed
Oh.
the ulti in defense, and it is just going to disengage because
I mean, there was some
Inspired will
damage
show
there.
Up, so flash force, but he does
Leona's
survive.
keyboard and
So it's
mouse
interesting,
literally
if you saw
unplugged
the little
itself,
movement from
and
Quid
she
right
was almost
before
half
the
at
play
health.
went off. He was just about
Maybe
to
she'll do that
slide
5
in
times.
and go for a play, but Busio caught him there. So they do get the flash and the ultimate.
I'm rooting for 100
Still
Thieves.
is going to be 100 Thieves starting up this dragon, though. They have teleport, so Quid can get right back.
Yeah, and even though Inspired is here,
He predicted
here we
100
go.
Thieves? What the bro?
Busio, again, just, he's waiting in a brush. He
Trust me.
recognizes
Don't be game
when
one
he
Andes.
can go in.
Don't
the
be game
defensive
one
Bartle
Andes.
comes down, but yeah.
Yeah, so there's actually like pretty good reaction from Quid. Like,
Trust me,
he
I'm
immediately
top 70
reacted,
challenger
but
solo queue
still
player.
got stunned up.
I
He
know
was
what I'm
trying to
talking
dash
about.
away
After
from the ultimate, but
crucial,
Leona
critical game analysis
pinpoint
and
accuracy
strategic
there and couldn't get far enough away.
VOD
so
reviewing
nicely done.
of
Still
professional play.
2 dragons, 400 Thieves.
I have come to the conclusion 100 Thieves wins 3-2.
Have paid for their topside focus.
And you have to say, I think it's paying off for Flyquest because it does feel like they're going to be in a position where they can fight at this next dragon, and that's going to be a pivotal moment in the game here. 400 Thieves. They've given up a lot to get these early dragons, and they have to be able to make good on that. They have
Guys,
to be
I'm
able
at
to try
my
to threaten
peak
a soul.
LP. How have I
Also,
watched, by the way?
unfortunate soul spawn for them, as it is going to be Chemtech, which is definitely the least desirable.
Yeah, I think, I mean, Flyquest are in such a good
They're just
spot
haters.
to fight from here on out. They've made sure that every single one of their leaders is ahead across the board, have netted a neat almost 3K gold lead. And I'm really curious to see, again, Busio out on this map.
We fighting
trying
this
to
or
set
what?
up
No?
traps to
It's
go
already
in on
taken?
fights.
River, Zenith Blade does connect. River caught out here and could be in a lot of trouble. The
Ooh,
Bartle
that was
comes
a
through
good
trying to be
Bartle.
defensive. Is going to
The
use that
counter,
Maokai
a
ultimate
move
for
starts ult.
disengage. Can quick enough damage
Careful,
through
slow
onto
play it.
Busio to
They have
force
no
anything.
damage.
Doesn't look like it. Both sides, again, will back off, but it is just the ulti force, nothing else from River.
I mean, Busio is just so tanky in this Leona and goes in with the aftershock. Meanwhile, the Maokai on phase rush.
Oh, Sniper found an
Okay,
angle. He's gonna
Snipes,
go
come
all
on,
out.
baby.
Doesn't quite get him into the
Come on.
tower.
Shit
Wimbo
up.
has to run.
He has Ice
We'll see if
Born.
he can chase
Yeah,
him down.
pussy.
Slice, dice. He's out
Run,
to safety.
pussy.
Does cause him the ulti. But Sniper putting on some good pressure here in that 1v1.
And one thing I also want to call out from these kind of
Can
trap
Sniper
plays
carry?
that Flyquest have been setting up, especially with Busio's Leona, is that even if they are only getting ultimates out, those are ultimates that they then 100 Thieves cannot use offensively, right? We saw
And then we
how
can do about
much
the
River
echo.
was
Yeah, you can
able
stop
to
me in a
set on
pussy-ass
this
bitch
Maokai.
and realize
They
that I'm in a
use the
stadium,
Maokai
bro.
ult
There's
and
going to be a
then
little bit of
Ayla's Bard
echo.
ult
My
defensively
mic's picking
instead
it
of
up.
being able
It's
to use
loud.
it
It's
to
a
initiate
stadium.
fight.
And speaking of ult economy, you know, if you're trying to fight this third dragon for 100 Thieves, you kind of need to force Quad to use his ultimate on the other side. He has that Sky's Descend, the evolved ultimate on the Acel is ready to go and is so hard to take a committed 5v5 if that is available. So we'll see if we force some sort of a skirmish.
I mean, they have two dragons.
to get that out.
Theoretically,
Otherwise, it's gonna be tough.
statistically,
And because
tragically,
they don't
emotionally,
have anyone for Flyquest soaking bottom lane right
they
now, there's gonna be a
could
little
scale
bit
this
of an
game.
opening for 100 Thieves. Azir was able to push on bottom side first, and so Quad had to go down to answer. Doesn't have his teleport ready, and so they kind of fished around looking for some vision control.
There's no
in
soul
this
problem.
river that is so critical. This river between mid
it's just,
and bottom lane
are they
is
good
like
enough
the
to
gank
not
highway.
get picked against that
And
much
so
CC?
whoever has control of the gank highway, you know, has the little bit of advantage there. But honestly, this topside focus from Flyquest is going to continue to pay off. Like the
Riot
void
flies their casters out,
objectives
don't get
give
them
you
a
so
room.
much gold
They got us a
early
room.
in tower plates,
Unfortunately,
and they should
it's
be
only
able
one
to
bed.
pick up this Herald no problem well before
And I don't,
this Dragon
and
number
we
3
co-sleep,
fight
so I'm not
even
allowed to sleep
starts
on the bed with
become an
Kayla and
issue.
Sailor.
That's gonna be an
So
interesting
I've been
clash,
sleeping on the
though.
couch for the last 3 months.
Ayla's Bard ultimate.
There's a chair
Now they
or
can
there's
use
the
Bard
floor? I'm probably
ultimate
gonna sleep on the
to
floor.
deny a Rift Herald charge if that is used soon, but they can punish.
No, I'm
Quad
really
with no
bad. I have
flash.
sleep apnea. It's not. It's
Yeah,
way
do you like
better
this
since I
response
lost
from
weight.
100 Thieves trying to get at least some
But
damage on the
I've
turret
done it
outside?
once where I've like jolted, and imagine if I was like in bed when that happened with them.
Not going to be able
That
to
can't
connect on the
happen.
arrow, but something fun to talk about has
So
been
I'll
the
just
amount
sleep
of
on the floor.
young talent that has been coming up through the NACL. You know, for all the teams that are actually playing this weekend, 8 out of 15 of the participants did play in the NACL, and a lot of the big stars playing as well. So it has been really nice to see some of
The
these teams that have
co-sleeping
been
dangerous
committing
if you
to
do it
developing that young talent,
ignorantly,
really
yes.
have it pay off. Not just for players in supporting roles, but for players that are becoming
Okay,
new stars.
there's a
And
part
now
to play
goes
as the
to
flash.
Quad, no flash available. He gets stunned into the wall. True Shot Barrage is
Ball
there.
got it.
He's
What are
dead
we doing?
already, and Whippo could be next. Sniper goes all out. They're going to look for the redive here. Maokai ultimate coming through. It's a 4v1, make it 5v1. He is down. The
Everybody
Croc
wants 100
gets
Thieves to win, by the
eaten
way.
alive
Everybody.
in the bot lane.
Yeah, and while Flyquest will be able to get this first turret
No
mid
offense to
down
Flyquest,
from
but they're
Masu,
getting
that's such a
0
great
cheers. I said
setup
what I said.
for 100 Thieves. That
I
was
said what I
all
said.
off of that blown
Flyquest
quad
fan
flash
base.
earlier
Hey,
in the bot
LCS, I'm
side
sorry. I'm saying what I'm saying.
And
Ban
I
me
think
again. I don't care.
even in the, like,
Flyquest,
losing
0
side of
fan
that
support
play
out there.
for Flyquest,
No
Quad
aura.
does not waste his ult, which is very critical with Aurelion Sol, because you really do have to, you know,
Call
take
them
a while to
Fly
stack
5
up the
fans.
supercharged ultimate.
Fly 5
But his
fans.
thought
So we got
process
5 fans.
here is, I am dead, so I'm saving this for the dragon fight. So that makes me think that Flyquest will fight Dragon number 3 to stop the dragon stacking from 100 Thieves. But still, it's a very good call for 100 Thieves because Flyquest have been investing so heavily in the Rift Herald side and the Void Grub side of the map. They send everybody bottom side. And even though, as you point out afterwards,
This is a long play. I can't believe they got those kills.
They get the extra kills. They get a play on their turn.
Re-engage. Ayla gonna have to flash the ulti there.
Double flash.
Not gonna be able to
GG.
find more, but that is flashed down
That's
on
right
Tomo
when Baron's
and
coming
Ayla,
up.
And it looks like the heal, so we did miss a little bit of the start of that exchange, but all the summoners getting forced here from the spot lane could be problematic, and River as well.
Oh, we're gonna die, River.
Slowly walking
Oh, he's
this one
baiting.
back
Oh, they're
towards
fighting 2
Squid.
fights.
Will they look for a re-engage here?
Does he die here? He has flash. No, he doesn't die.
Ulti, but that is
Wait,
a tanky
this is a win.
Cassante.
Look at
Can
Pippo.
he get
There's
out? Gonna have to
flash.
flash over the wall, and on the other side,
Pippo's
Pippo's
flash.
getting trained
No,
down.
commit.
But in comes Quad with
Oh my
the
god, we
falling
chased down
skies
backside
here
too. Wait,
defending
Sniper
him.
dies?
Amumu gets the kill onto Cassante, and it is the only loss in the fight. True Shot Barrage going to get thrown up towards top, but nothing there for him. That is the ulti expended. Can there be a re-engage now? River going to look with the Maokai ultimate here onto Quad. He's got to run. Busio does block for his mid later, but they push up. They will be able to knock down this tier 1 tower here. Dragon has spawned. Neither
This
team
100
is
sniper
heading down for it
flex.
just yet.
And that was a really nice, like, kind of who is going to be able to tank up this damage first, right? Between the Renekton and the Cassante. They are able to get the kill on Sniper.
I don't know. I think
but
that should have been
actually
a dub.
really
Let's
did
see what
like
happened.
100 Thieves response.
This is the problem. This is what I'm talking about, by the way. This right here.
This was happening
Their
in
pick potential is too
mid-lane
much. It's too much
at
CC.
the same time. Oh,
right?
okay, so
Is that
Masu
Clint and
arrowed
McKills? They're on
Tomo.
comms. That should never
And then,
happen.
Yeah, and then
Oh, no,
Vayner
it's
ult goes
flat.
wide,
Okay,
this
no, he
stretches
didn't
out
cleanse,
a
just
lot
Mikhail's.
further. And here's what I was talking about with, like, on this side of the fight,
Okay,
on
this
the
is weird.
left side of the fight, you have Whippo soaking up all this damage. Meanwhile, they catch on
Sniper just flashes the wall, I thought. It was a bad flash. It's a bad flash.
With Quad coming in and laying down that massive Aurelion Soul ult to clear it out.
Exactly. The Aurelion Soul kind
Okay,
of
wait.
covering the escape for Whippo, and now the Dragon.
Okay,
Tomo
no
gonna be pushed
E.
over the
You're
wall.
okay,
He
but he
does
still
have
has
the cleanse.
cleanse.
He's going to be able to get out of there, but now no summoners left here on Tomo. That did
Come on,
cost him
Quinn.
the Leona ulti.
You have flash,
100 Thieves
baby.
has focus here on the Dragon, inspired in range to
Good
try to
shot,
steal it.
good
He's
shot,
going to
good
get
shot.
bound up here.
Nice.
Not going to be able to grab it, though. Third Dragon does go their way, and now
Clean
Masu
ult.
caught by
No
the Bard
follow-up,
ulti.
no follow-up.
Whippo threatening on the side, looking for Ayla,
Cut
but the
up, Whippo, cut
magical
up,
journey
Whippo.
takes him to
Ooh,
safety.
that's
He goes
disgusting.
hard. It's a three-man ulti.
Just try and live, just try and live, man. Just try and live, man. Just try and live. Okay, Quinn.
Doesn't look like
Yeah,
it.
to try
Quinn's
and
gonna
live,
scoop
try
him
and live,
back,
try and
and
live,
on the
try and live,
side,
try and live.
Whippo is chasing Tomo, pushes him out of the fight.
Oh, that was
they
a
get the
disgusting
Dragon, but
Amumu
they
ult.
lose members here. And can Flyquest go to Baron or get something else is the real question.
Well, they've got their Rift Herald that they popped at the beginning of the fight in mid lane, so it has actually passively pushed the mid lane for them. And they're actually sending their Aurelion Soul up to the top side. Everybody's just getting reset.
Ash is
so it
going
looks
late.
like
I don't think they're
it's
gonna try
just
this.
Be minions
They got
pushed
Dragon
out in the aftermath.
Kim
And
Tech
on the
Soul
back
doesn't
half
matter.
of that fight, again, credit to Whippo's setup to
I don't
be
know.
able
These
to
fights
really
are
make
looking
sure that
a
he was
lot
getting
better than I
into
expected,
the
and they're
back
going
line
really
as
bad.
we
Like
watch
Ezreal
Quad
E down,
trying
he's
to
out of this
get
fight.
On to Tomo, and then Whippo making sure later on the backside, we see the little Herald driving in. I don't think Quid or Quad should be allowed to drive Herald.
Pro players, by the way.
It's going off on its own business as the rest
Pro
of the
players.
fight broke out.
Oh
and
my God.
Even with the super blast on there, blasting the Renekton
Like,
back,
that's like
it's
best case
Inspired
scenario,
who's
by the
able to
way,
keep up the
for
chase.
Amumu. Except
And so
that, like, if
Inspired's
Aurelion
able
Soul
to get
ults
a
up that.
big ultimate, utilizing the flash to chase down a couple members. Double kill for the Aurelion Soul is not what 100 Thieves want to see. So even though 100 Thieves were able to acquire their third dragon for the dragon stacking, extra money into the Aurelion Soul. The question mark is for his questionable driving, but still got paid.
We're 2 items on a zero.
Yeah,
There you go. He can drive the Aurelion Soul, well piloted to get the kills. The Rift Herald might take a little bit more practice.
Might need to
Wait,
go back
Quid
to
and
level
Quad are
for,
different
you know?
people?
Well,
Yeah,
it
it's
was
like
Quid
I
last
keep
time,
like
as
miss.
we see Whippo getting this tier 1 bot. It was
Like
Quinn
miss
last time who
challenge.
did
Identifying them.
Yeah, the circle and their greatest challenge.
I'm
the
eating.
Rift Herald.
It's true, exactly.
I think the coolest thing, too, is that with these outer towers down, Flyquest, with the amount of engage that they have, should have a pretty easy time setting up
Bring
well
back
before
Quas.
the Dragon Soul fight actually gets there.
You know he
And then
streams
looking
sometimes.
for engages on 100 Thieves. I honestly
A couple
think
of splits ago, it wasn't
100
bad.
Thieves might just give up that next dragon and try and trade something elsewhere.
Yeah, we'll have to see what the setup is going to look for, like that, because we have seen a lot of trading back and forth. The summoner economy, the ult economy is so important prior to these big fights. Also something we haven't touched on yet, but
I am
Ayla did use it
100%
earlier,
backing
was
100
that first
Thieves
item
to win
Mikhails
the
that he
entire
grabbed.
thing.
He saw that use on Tomo earlier.
Over
so now it
Flyquest
is the
and Team
Mikhails
Liquid.
and the cleanse that you have to track both of them.
They're
They
the team I
have
want to
good
win the most.
answers
I
for
want to
Ashe
win the
Arrow,
most.
For the Leona ulti that could be coming through.
I think this is too slow. If they commit to this, they get Baron, so they can't commit to it.
It's just going to be the dominance force here, and Whippo should be able to walk this one out.
Meanwhile, the contestant vision leading up to Baron 2, and you see the Aurelion Soul kind of threatening a roam down, but Quad will return as another minion wave on top side requires his attention. Got to keep those stacks up, keep acquiring the Stardust so that you
I thought it'd be worse. Got to be careful for the engage here, lads.
That we all know and love.
They're playing with confidence because the Bard has Mikhails.
A little bit of time to.
I already know Vacant.
For Vacant here, we'll see if they're looking.
Okay, that
for
was
something.
Flash
not good.
Inspired goes fishing with the bandage sauce. Of course, the flash there from Ayla. Was nervous about
what
getting
are we
caught.
doing?
Of course, he is pretty squishy with that Mikhails rush here. Has Merc Treads, has a little bit of HP. But if you do get CC'd up, you are going to be going down. River and him are fighting for it. Nice try on the ulti, but it's a swing and a miss. When you're that close, you can just basically point and click. You don't really have to predict. They can't really dodge without a flash from that close. The wind up on the Asol fly is too slow to get out.
If I speak up, I'm in big trouble.
Ayla maybe didn't have perfect vision and tried to predict where his opponent was going to go.
Currently now, Whip on his 2 favorite items.
Ayla caught out now. Zenith Blade connects. Can he get through the magical journey? He can.
Dude,
the
this guy, by the way,
comes through from Ayla to get out of that route.
This
and get
guy is
back
trying to lose the
safety.
game. I said what I said.
These tools, though, are being forced ever so slowly. Now no flash, no Mikhails on Ayla, no ulti on Ayla. And that could be a concern as the Dragon is coming up in 50 seconds. You talked about, Kobe, they might not want to fight it. And this could push them even more to going elsewhere on the map.
Yeah, I think
I'm
a
just
bit
trying
of
to think,
concern
if
for
100 Thieves gets sold, do
is
they
the
actually win?
Renekton. You know, Whippo, once you do get your
Like,
Black Cleaver and Sterix
Kim Tech
combination,
Soul does what?
This is where
It
he
gives you
plays
tenacity
really
and
ham in the team fights, as well as being able to get
increased
side lane priority.
healing
so
and shielding.
100
Is it,
Thieves
no,
have had to
that's
really
what the
utilize
dragon
Squid
gives.
as the split
The
pusher,
soul
the
gives
Azir
you
here,
what,
with the
more?
extra range and the safety. Because Sniper is a little bit
You take less
behind,
damage when you're under
around
like 30%
900
or
to
something?
1,000 gold behind in the individual side lane matchup. But it is going to be a full recall, reset, and teleport out for quad. So the Aurelion Soul is arriving with a spell shield on.
Inspired
This is a rough fight. Oh, this is a rough fight.
But on the other side, it's Busio engaging on Tomo.
Maybe
Tomo
not.
taking a lot of damage. He doesn't want to go through the magical journey because Bubba's waiting there. And River's knocked down. As Masu and Quad go forward, Bubba flashes in.
GG. Waste my time.
And it's right onto the
This draft was
head.
trash.
100 Thieves. They are running, but they can't get out fast enough. Two members do fall. The jungle and the mid die.
Yo, let's lock in
The
Maokai
Dragon
next
will
game, guys.
be taken by Flyquest, and you
Yo,
have to
why don't
think
we
they
prep for
could
this
get even
game
more
for a
after it.
week, by the way?
Really well
Can you
set up.
imagine it's your
Again,
full-time
Whippo
job
was
to prep
here,
for this
in
game
the
for
rush
7 days
on
straight?
that ward as he was
And you
coming
come up
in,
with
being
this
like,
draft. I
"Kinda
said what
wanna
I
jump
said.
on me, right? Like, you want to go in.
Golden Glue, I
they
said what I
funnel
said.
everyone into a really good spot mid. Inspired is able to come around for the flank. And then, again, Quad, we knew he would be in such a great position coming into these team fights with the damage on the
Steal it,
Aurelion
Bard.
Soul.
Come on,
They're
let's
gonna
see it, bro. You're a
easily get Baron
playmaker.
off of this. And they
Oh my God.
should.
Oh my God.
Whoa. That was pretty close.
My heart is pumping
I know,
right
I was
there.
like, woo.
As a jungle,
Nice
you
try.
definitely feel that one timing pretty close from Tomo, but not good enough.
We're double
Flyquest
TPing?
secure it. Inspired handles it, and now they're trying to push for tower.
Yeah, we'll see if they want to try to look for a dive.
What are we
here.
doing?
Ayla wrapping around behind him, can't finding
What
on the tower.
the
Now they're going to look for
fuck
Ayla.
are
That's a swing
we
and a miss, but Ayla going to
doing?
get engaged on. Tries for the self McHale's. It just doesn't matter. And the Ash Arrow from downtown hits onto Quid. He's going to be
Brother,
sent packing there as
Get
Masu
this guy
pushes
off
him back.
support.
The three-person defense was beautiful. I want to point out Quad's position on where he put the black hole for Aurelion Soul. It sucked the minions away from the tower range, and Flyquest, not only do they get the team fight victory into the Baron, they get free access right into the base.
Quid's got no flash, and they get in onto him. He's stunned up, and he is gone. The mid
This
laner
draft was so
has
bad.
fallen for 100 Thieves. Tomo trying to hold the line here with the rest of his team, but they don't have a lot of wave clear. They don't have a lot of pressure. In goes Inspired. It's a three-man ulti, and you have to think that could be it for game number one. Masu pushing them back. They're going to march on the Nexus towers.
fine.
Tomo, River, Sniper healing up
It's
in the
fine.
fountain,
I'm not a
but
game one
tower
Andy.
has
It's
fallen.
fine.
They're targeting the second. Sniper and River have got to go forward. They're going to look for Whippo. Can they actually knock him down? The tower's about to fall. The tower is gone. And so is River. Sniper pulls him back into the fountain. Gets one kill, but the target is on the Nexus. They can't stop him. Flyquest taking number
It's
one.
fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Stop panicking. It's fine. It's fine.
Exactly how 100 Thieves want to play
It's
these
fine.
games. Had all the answers for it.
100 Thieves
Busio
still
and
wins
Masu
3-2.
on
100
this
Thieves
pick
wins
lane of
3-2.
Leona
Game one
and
nerves.
Ash
It's
is so
they're a young team.
deadly.
They haven't been in this
Flyquest, and as
position
soon
in their
as they got the
careers.
Baron, they
It's
were able to
fine.
close
100
out.
Thieves
The
3-2.
majority of the
Variety
plays, the
Sidan got
entire
destroyed because they're
coming from
terrible.
Flyquest.
Stop yapping.
Bottom lane playing well, Inspired as well on this Amumu, really leading the team. Flyquest absolutely
You guys are so good.
controlled in game number one.
You think he
100
walks like that on
even
purpose?
starting out with the
Or
level
what?
1 face check.
He literally
already
walks like
starting the series a
like the
little bit on
wide
the back foot, a
wide
little bit
Whippo emote,
a
like
little bit
unironically,
behind.
I think.
They have to calm down
Just stare
here
at the
because
camera, bro.
Flyquest
Like, you
look
see it in
like
front of
the
you, look
team to
down.
beat.
Absolutely.
He's
Adjustments
like,
will
wait,
need
it's
to be
actually
made
been on
by
me forever.
100
Look
Thieves,
down at the camera,
and we're gonna
man.
hear from the lounge of what they think those should be.
Thanks,
Okay,
Azale. Game
change
one
the camera.
in
It's been on him
the books.
forever. Like, this is
Whippo,
awkward now.
Confident but calm
Change the
walk,
camera,
I think.
man.
He's trying to figure it out.
Like,
Why Whippo's
that-
on these animations?
Why'd they keep it on for so long?
So, Sven, what were your big takeaways here from game one?
I think first thing is the draft. I feel like Flyquest came in with a good plan. Ban Rail, ban 6, go 4-5, ban Misfortune.
There's Sven on the
ban
stage.
Kaisa.
Why is the
Actually, that
camera
was,
still on
100 defense, but
Flyquest?
still,
I'm
I think
uncomfortable.
It was really obvious that the balling of 100 Thieves didn't look very comfortable playing this Ezreal Bard. I think they're first time in both champions in playoffs. I haven't seen either of them play those champs at all. And I think it showed why they haven't played those champs, perhaps. I think Flyquest balling played a lot better. especially in the early game, and it was a big part of why Flyquest were always in control of the game because they were just
First stream I saw Bebo, I knew why he was unemployed for so long.
Going through the draft and watching it.
Wait, what?
I was like, Bard would be perfect here.
Wait, what are you
We've
saying?
seen some Bard play where it actually makes sense. You're going up against like Aurelion Sol and.
Can somebody tell me why he did that? Wait, did he have
the
vision?
early game really sucked because I guess he
Do I have
marked
access to the mod?
Early ranked Q, so he wasn't able to use E at all. So yeah, exactly that too.
This is tilting to watch. Yeah. I knew you had to flash immediately when you got hit by the Q of Leon, right? Unless you want skill portal, and then you just didn't.
Bro, this keyboard.
Until that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ended up being a slow start, and then I actually felt like there was a moment in the game where 100 Thieves
Bro,
might
I
have
got
been able
ads.
to win. It reminded me a little bit of Game 1 of the C9
Also,
series,
I can't.
where they picked for scaling.
Mid lane was an interesting one because Inspired did.
I can't do it.
was
I'm
just
sorry.
Real struggles
I can't,
happening
bro.
in the first
I
8 minutes of
can't.
the game.
I
was like,
can't.
is this-
My brain's
is
about
this
to
series gonna be
explode.
like this?
It's
That
not
was
my
my
setup.
question until the fight
Like,
started
bro,
happening.
look at
I
this.
mean,
What is this?
With
Who died faster than that? 4 people died faster than that.
That's
actually
that's
crazy.
great
We knew
Like,
that's a good quiz.
I've never used anything like this in my life,
to
brother.
that.
I have a Logitech
For the
K120.
Renekton point, I'm
by
going
the
back
way.
to the draft phase. When Rippo locked in the first pick
This is my
Renekton,
mouse.
they
I don't even feel
immediately had the
comfortable
video of
holding it.
Sniper
It's, like,
calling him
weird.
Renekton one trick, ready
Right?
to go.
The
Surely
gap between the
100
monitors
Thieves
is like
takes
this big.
Booside,
Like, who? That's not
picks
even normal.
Sniper
Tech guy.
Renekton,
Like, come
unless
on, be
Flyquest
serious.
bans it away, and then
They
makes
have like a
him run it back on the
professional
other side,
like
because
mixer.
Rippo's in such a comfort zone now on Renekton for the 10th time this playoffs.
I think they will do this. I think they will as well, but I don't think that was the reason they lost.
I think he walked in
But
on
I think
vision level
they'll
1.
do it because they need Sniper to have some sort of like agency in the game.
Yeah. It was
He was playing
interesting.
well.
There were a few moments where he was going to
Look
get a
snazzy.
solo kill.
It was close.
It was very close. So maybe Sniper.
I liked that angle. I was behind early, but it didn't feel like it. And in team fights, he would maybe think it more useful. But that being that said, the Renekton had a lot of strong team fights, especially setting up.
What's up, guys? What's up, guys? TYLER1 here. I told you guys, I have a bad camera at my house.
Bard for me, that would need to change. Yeah.
I think
Nobody
for the
listens to
Renekton
me.
point, it's more about taking away from Whippo than giving to Sniper.
Yeah.
I think what Whippo has for answers to Renekton is probably worse than Sniper's answers.
I had a bow
think
tie, I
Sniper's
took it
a fine
off.
Santa player, and he's doing his job this game. Not why they lost, but I think Whippo wouldn't have the same answer. So I think that's the biggest takeaway. Give Sniper some more pressure in lane phase. Give him some tools to carry. Also, Whippo is a
I'm not
great
sure what
team fighter
Sniper
on
is
Renekton.
talking about.
So many fights. Flash
They're kinda
guns,
on
one
an
guy,
island
creates
top lane.
space, takes a lot of damage, and then makes space for Masu.
Their support should be the only one yapping, and he
Yeah,
should be
and I think
apologizing.
Whippo recently, because he's been playing a lot more Renekton. When he's been on that champion,
a lot.
we've seen him on the Volibear game, the Olaf game, the Wukong game. They've all been pretty bad and not comparable. And I think a lot of that's just like,
a
if
lot.
you're just in the rhythm and playing that many Renekton games, that can't happen. So probably a good idea to just take it away.
Yeah.
You play Renekton, so
In education, you know, I had a staggering 3 point. You guys know I tested like
Then
a
you mentioned to me during the game that
26
the
on my
atmosphere
ACT
here
or
was
something.
actually
Oh yeah, it's great.
really nice.
It's great.
I didn't even try.
Yeah, I'm looking at the players. I feel like none of them are necessarily shocked or overwhelmed by the moment as of yet.
That's good.
If
Wait,
100
what was
Thieves
it,
does bounce
28?
back in a big way, then I think that could also start playing on their mental. But I think the weird thing about this
26
is they
or
did
28?
play well, I'd say, from probably about the 10-minute mark.
I don't know.
to about
36
that
is the max.
Fourth dragon fight when they ended up falling down.
Yeah.
And I'm expecting them to go back to way more of what they played in games 2, 3, and 4.
No, you guys
of
think of
that
the
Cloud9
SAT.
series. And
Some more fist fighting.
yeah, it's just really weird to me that the game 1 of the Cloud9 series and this series, they play something completely different than what
I got
they're
a
used to.
32.
I do
Yeah,
wonder if
that
that's
did a lot
some
for you, brother.
level
You're sitting here
of
typing on a Twitch
strategy
chat on a
because
Friday.
They know they're going to be a little bit tentative. In
Look
like
at
the
a
first game of the
32.
series.
Okay,
No,
you're a
in the
loser,
rooms, I
and
can't
look at
tell
me,
you,
look
but
at
it
you.
might be a confidence thing. You know, it
Reality
might be
check,
like, okay,
dipshit.
guys, we're practicing some control mages, some Ezreal bards, some new champions in case we need them because they will ban 6, they'll ban Rel.
Yeah.
Tried one game, didn't work. All right, back to the drawing board and back to the
Put me on the caster's desk, bro. I'll spice this event up.
Straight back to
Fist
it.
fight time. We
Let me
got
be the hype man.
This week's Pagoda moment, though, featuring 100
Let me go
Thieves
hype up the
and
crowd.
their bot lane turnaround. This was an interesting play, even though it didn't end up winning the game, just because
Bro, I
they
think
had
the
such a
support was actually
long
trolling
turn.
now that I
There's
think about
4
it.
to 5 people
Level
down
1,
here,
he
and
gets
Flyquest
this
had no
last
way to make
hit.
a play on the other side of the map.
The way
And
he
this
was
is what I
playing,
loved
like,
from
dude.
100 Thieves. This is not the first time they did it. They did it again and again, and they bullied.
I'm not gonna outdraft it.
So I love this
You know,
one.
it wasn't
You saw
one
in
player.
the mini map a little bit there. The Amumu looked down bot lane, said, "I'm not going to make it in time. We're going to have to trade mid." So if we can see that 100 Thieves, I think we'll get a series.
It's a good play.
100 doors
but
open
honestly, I think
tomorrow?
if Whip
Oh,
would
I'm
just
not
push
sure.
top,
I think I'm doing
they're gonna do
my
towers
meet and greet
in
is
phase
9
one.
a.m.
And
by the
Quad
way to
killed the
12
wave
p.m.
while he was dying with the E, right? While he was running away. So they wouldn't get a tower if they just kept pushing top and mid at the same time. Master got mid tower in that sequence, so it could have been actually a fine play for Flyquest if they just gave up quad. I think.
Flyquest did do the expected in game 1. They are the big favorites in the series as we're headed to game 2. First, Miss Chim Chim. She has 2 fans who'll be playing to win a Samsung SSD 990 Pro hard drive. We'll hear from them.
That was a mouthful, wasn't it, Jet? Yeah, the Samsung Ultimate Deluxe hard drive core expaunders onto you. That was a mouthful.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Hello?
Oh, my mic's too close. Sorry, guys.
Serious. What is that?
Remote smart parking assist.
This is awesome.
You could have parked anywhere. They could have parked there. They could have parked there. They could have parked there.
How did Medios get that gig? I want that gig.
Why'd you put your new rig in the basement?
Let me play some ads, actually. Wait, what the?
New connection is so strong.
Why haven't
that
they
you can game anywhere.
partnered with
Check
me
it out.
for any
We've
ads?
got Gamer
Is it because I'm
Rocker,
not brand
Gamer
friendly?
Floaty, Gamer Couch.
Wow. It's got wheels.
Gamer Bench, Gamer Throne.
Dude, I'm not brand friendly.
mower.
I'm not kidding. I gotta stop cussing.
What's that?
I gotta stop cussing,
It's
bro.
hard game while walking
The
downstairs.
YouTube algorithm's
smart.
beating my ass.
With low
Right?
latency,
I'm getting canceled on Twitter for my word usage. Not like that. Okay, not okay. Not like that. That's not what I meant. How's it going, bro? Good to see you, man. It's been so long. Yeah, I've been chilling, bro. They finally invited me back. They got a little bit desperate. I've been waiting for you. What can I say, man? You want some photos? Yes, please. You tell me what to do. Thank you. Yep. 1 second. Yeah, guys, professional photographers here taking my pictures, so I'll be right back.
First question. Who won the most player of the series in the regular season this split? Is it A, Berserker, B, APA, C, Impact,
I'm a natural.
or D, Quid?
One more flexing.
Impact, right? That is correct. Very nice.
Hey, good to see you, buddy. Take care, man.
Next question. Heading into finals weekend, which champion has had the most pick fan presence this split? Is it A, Corky, B, Ash, C, Renekton, or D, Ezreal? That is
it broke.
correct. Let's make some noise, y'all.
Thank you, brother.
So we're
Thank you.
third
What's up? Sorry about Oh, that kind of stink, bro. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Maybe Nick Burks was right. This is unnamed deodorant, by the way. Oh, wait, it's not me. That's somebody got like onions or something right behind my station. It's a bit disrespectful.
It's D, all of the above, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's make some noise, y'all.
Woo!
Congratulations.
Woo!
Because both of you guys participated, we're going to give you both Samsung 990 Pro M.2 SSD.
These are that is a mouthful of a sponsor. Golly, Jet struggled through it. She's trying her best. I probably couldn't say that. All right, lock in, lock in, lock in. Lock in, boys. Lock in! Bro, after the game, by the way, do you guys think, I'm all the way up here, by the way. Do you guys think me being all the way up here, I could get G Snipe's attention?
I was born in
After a game.
the city in
Not with this headset on.
2004. I think that is just around the year where the war started. Like I was only a year old before we left. All my extended family, like grandparents, my uncles, my cousins, they all stayed in Iraq. You might have noticed that I wear this necklace when I'm on stage. It's a gift from my uncle who I'm very close with. It is a vintage Iraqi 10 filis for 10 cents. It's an old currency used in Iraq. It just has 3 palm trees on it because date palms are native to Iraq. I wear it all the time. It's just like a reminder of my family that I've had in Iraq. It's a reminder of like the relationship I've had with them. It definitely has been some times where, especially during my first week of stage games, where I was very nervous, where I was like, my head was running like circles.
Look at some lore.
my thoughts. And it would really help keep me grounded whenever I remembered I had this necklace on.
Berserker under pressure, having a flash away, but Busio is ready to follow. Masu makes sure he gets some blow. Flash out of there, there's our break from Maxi. Maxi's part of it as well. But Masu is tiny out. Masu is still alive.
Okay, but did he get the kill?
Being pushed back, and the Emperor survives. And it's a triple, heading on over to Masu.
Whenever I think about the sacrifices my parents made, I feel like I have to push myself forward whenever I make a goal, no matter how like tired I would feel or no matter how much I feel like it was unachievable. Just because whenever I remember how much was sacrificed for me to even have the opportunity, it would feel like a slap in the face to half-ass my effort. My name is Fahad Abdul Malik. I'm the ADC for Flyquest, and some people know me as Masu.
Okay, got a little Doc. I mean, honest to God, I didn't know who he was. So that, yeah, enlightening.
Back to the LCS Lounge, everybody. During the break, both of these fans received a Samsung 990 Pro SSD. Upgrade your storage so you can load games fast.
Wait, are they
and
saying
play
two different?
more, wait less with Samsung SSDs. But Sven, Raz,
what's up?
Can you guys
game
hear him?
1, we were a little surprised that 100 Thieves went with such a scaling team comp. Now going into the Game 2 draft, I'm expecting them to be on blue side, most likely first pick the Renekton. But what else are you looking for in this draft?
I'm looking for more agency in the mid lane.
That-
I'm looking for more playmaking.
Okay,
I'm
I just
looking
got
for
chirpy. What's going
Yon
on?
against Asir. I'm looking
Guys,
for
the stadium's low-key
Yasuo.
filled up.
I'm
People
looking
are
for
getting
anything that
snacks
can
at
make a play
concession.
and make something happen during the game.
Which, by the way,
Also, River,
LCS,
Maokai.
those are overcharged.
I'm not a fan.
These peanuts cost
Unless
$12.
it's against the
Just,
wall.
I want more go buttons.
Right.
Well, that's the first thing that we've been kind of talking about. That's an immediate Renekton ban from 100 Thieves.
From 100
Good.
Thieves. They didn't want to first pick it, so they don't want to get
G-Snipes
pinched
caught him a
into
one
giving
trick.
up
Little
something
went
else
blue side.
strong.
Good, ban is one trick.
What's also interesting is that, I mean, they, for the entire playoffs, have been banning the Rumble, but they've left it open. I wonder if that means that they have either A, have an option into it, or Sniper is more willing to play
All
it.
right.
Lilia is the ban, which means
first
Constante is
picking
open. I wonder
Snipes?
if that just raises in priority now.
It could be a bluff that they know Whippo doesn't really like playing the Rumble and he's hovering it
G-Snipes
now
Rumble?
just to like tempt him a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, nah, you won't.
You won't do it?
No way.
I like the hover.
Nah, he's not
I think
picking that.
Sniper's gonna lock this one. He hasn't played the whole split.
Yeah, the
Six
whole
is
split.
open.
Yeah, Ziggs is open, and also Yone is open. Those were 2 of Flyquest bans in Game 1, but having switched sides, they kept the Rel ban, but then did add in the Lilia and Smolder bans for themselves. Those were
Red
actually
side
100 Thieves
bans.
bans in the first game.
And
the Red
remember,
side bans.
all of that Cloud9 series. it
No
was the
way
threat.
G-Snipes plays that.
They didn't end up banning it, but they didn't want to pick the Corki or anything like that because that was the pick that Quid was hunting, the matchup he was hunting for. So now the fact that it hasn't been banned, I wonder what Quad is willing to play, knowing that that threat is looming.
The best of
I
5.
really like FlyQuest strategy
Dumbass.
so far with banning the Rel.
All right,
By far the
first
best
pick
support on the
Leona.
patch and
There's,
AL's best
they
champion,
can
and
play
taking
if
the
they
Leona away
pick
from him as well,
accordingly.
giving
Brom's still
Buzio more
open.
early game power. I think lane phase is so good for FlyQuest. Ball lane is always pick a good laner like this. It's so good for them.
It's the same situation they put them in Game 1. They ended up going with Bard. Their other options would have been Nautilus and Alistar, I feel like. I wouldn't be surprised if they pick Nautilus here, even if it's not a super ideal lane.
Yeah. Ben, I want to hear from you a little bit because on the Ziggs pick, the pick we see
Nautilus
constantly
into Leona?
has
Are we
been the
capping?
Kai'Sa globally. What's your take on the matchup?
She isn't actually good in 6
This
in
is a
lane.
viable
It's like
pick
a
in
5-5
season
matchup. Once you get into the mid game, if
14?
you find 6 anywhere, mid wave in a team fight on the side alone, you one-shot him.
I guess so.
Take him out immediately. One W hits him, one CC spell hits him.
I like
Flyquest is a very good
G-Snipe
team
Zach,
at like sending
or
it.
Jax.
And Kai'Sa enables that very well, so I think it's a good pick into it. It's like kind of like between like that or Ezreal. You don't want to pick champs like Ashe or Jhin or MF against 6. Then you just get hit by Naz ulti and you get a bomb in your head and you're gone. So then the blind pick Jax is interesting to me.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see if Whippo just goes Cassante
Pick Corki, please.
based on his interview
Give
that
him
he
a
had
loss.
earlier
Please
of
go
not
Corki.
trying to squeeze water out of a stone, because that's the go-to. But then also, he has been traditionally the
Oh my
4-5
God.
guy. So
Let's
he'd
go.
say, I'll play
Okay.
literally
Series tied
anything
1-1.
against the Jax. It doesn't matter how many
Series
bands
tied 1-1
that you throw
easily.
at him. And that's the direction that Flyquest goes here, just securing their mid-pick for quad, because now they can ban out 2 of Quid's counters. I imagine the Yone is going to be taken
100%.
off,
Yeah,
and I'm
most
not sure what
absolutely.
else. Yeah.
Speed it
That's
along.
actually really smart from Flyquest that they can.
God, I am praying on the
maybe
demise of
Yasuo,
Corki.
but honestly, just challenge him to play it. I think it's a great strategy. Ooh, Vi is the first one. I mean, that also
Takes Vi is a great combo.
Yeah.
Seen that one else again. Just press the R buttons and one guy disappears. No, can't play. I do think Whippo might just link Santa if it's open to 4-5, but he's hard to ban out because he plays all these like fine champions, Volibear, Darius.
That's your boo though? Bro, I don't know how I entered one game on Corki
to be honest,
9 years ago,
the top lane matchup,
and it's like now people see Corki and they spam Big Brother. Like it was one game.
I mean, historically, he would go towards a Greg. It's obviously received a lot of like mana nerfs since then, so it's not really that viable. Just because the idea is just to stop Jax from splitting on sides, really can't take turret in front of you and make it harder for him in team fights. So something that can fit that kind of identity.
Yeah, and it's funny though because we were
All right, where we
zeroing in
going?
on Jax versus what Whip was going to play against it.
Bot lane's already
Flyquest and Hunter
picked.
Thieves are all about starving the jungle pool, knowing that the 2 junglers are unpicked right now. There's big time
Okay,
bans
we actually have a
towards
win con.
River in any of his
Whippo
magician
could
champions and
for
she's wanting
fun
to
pick
trying
a
to make things
goddamn
happen. And I think
character
the
here.
Ivern ban is pretty
Actually,
smart.
he could like try and do one of his like 5-head counters that fails miserably.
Here. I don't know what River would actually up Maokai.
Let's see. I think
And it
he
appears that
just might do
Smart
it.
agrees with
But
me.
I think if he was going to
Probably
do it, he would have done it sooner. So maybe not.
Jarvan is
But
not
then-
very good against Corki and Kai'Sa.
No, yeah, actually you're right.
Even River on Jarvan.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they'll just fly right out of the ultimate.
I do think this is intentional by Hunter Thieves. Urgaf's ban seems like a...
Bro, Amumu's
Of
broken.
course, Amumu is still open. So this is going to be a Amumu versus Maokai matchup, I imagine.
Yeah, almost certainly. And I mean,
I
Inspired
forgot about the
first picking it
crying
at series. So just going towards the Amumu. And last game, I felt like
Yeah, they
him
can flex it, not
and
bad.
Lucio were kind of the MVP of that game, finding picks and making life really difficult for Quid. So
I think the draft Sarah Maokai here will be good for Hunter Thieves, but I just don't like it because of the players they have. I don't feel like it's...
No. There's
as good for
no
them
way he's
as
going to
for the
say
enemy team
last
to
pick
play,
for
like,
Cassante.
double
There's no
carries
way.
mid versus a tank jungler with some engage.
I'm trying to think what he's thinking.
Or Sniper is very, very good on the Jax, so it could create like a similar 1-3-1 team comp. The 2 side laners that are winning on the side.
Yeah.
With 6 hold the mid lane.
It is interesting that they're taking the time with this because it would seem that Maokai would have been the straightforward play, but they go Zyra instead.
I really don't like Syra.
No, he's not gonna go
like
Vayne.
You don't have enough pressure.
Come on,
in the,
Whippo,
in the
do it,
early
you
game. Use Syra's
Come on,
fast
do
clear
it.
to go into
Come
the lane
on,
and just
you're up
stand there
1-0,
and
forefront
throw
it.
spells at them.
Come on. No
Not
way.
Rumble
Come
makes
on,
it through
bro.
the whole draft for Whippo
No
to
way. Come
potentially
on.
pick on 5.
Come on.
Rumble and Mumu, I don't
That
love,
voice in your
but they
head,
have so much physical
no.
advantage with
It's
the
locked
rest of
in?
the team comp that it works. It's locked in.
Whippo is not known to play Rumble, but it's been
That
picked.
voice in his head,
so who do
bro.
you like
I was like, he
if
wanted
you're
to
just looking at the
so
team comp
bad.
I think Flyquest for sure.
He couldn't just
I think
listen to
that
it one time?
Rumble is super OP and should never make it this far in draft, but only because both these guys don't really play it. I think
All right, there's a
Zeke is very
shit
strong
ton of
in Madison,
CC
I have
again.
favoring Hunter's ball
The
lane
Leona,
overall to the power
Amumu,
picks,
anybody
but
old?
Flyquest
The
probably
Rumble
also very comfortable
insta-drops
playing
are
into it.
Kai'Sa can
One thing I
insta-ult.
don't like about drafts is the Series Zyra.
Corki mid
I feel
versus
like it
Ziri,
doesn't
it's an
fit Hunter's
AFK farm.
playstyle.
Quid
There's too
Ziri
little
is a
early
little
game
bit goody.
too little-
Quid can play
doesn't
nutty.
work for them.
It doesn't
Ranged
seem
80.
like
I wanna
that
see it
perfect
work, but I don't
jungle
think it will.
combo. That's it for us from the
80
lounge. So
mid,
let's
nutty.
send it to the casters to get us in the game.
Jet and everyone else on the lounge. We are ready for game number 2 here. The drafts are done. Flyquest already has a game lead here. 100 Thieves going to see if they can battle
Pink Ward,
back
you're like
in
Masters
this
400
second
LP, bro.
one. And it's going to be
ward.
interesting. It's a very different style
High
here
lonely,
for
brother.
100 Thieves. A lot of
Get your
scaling,
rank up
a
and
lot
start
of
talking
team
again.
fighting in
Silence.
5v5. And the question is, can they match up to the macro game of Flyquest and get themselves into a spot where they can actually utilize all that scaling that they picked for?
Yeah, and they're going to have to start from level 1 because we saw already 100 Thieves, dropping the kill as well as the flash on the level 1, and then Inspired on his first clear on Amumu also got the critical flash burn from mid lane too. So Flyquest, I just felt like we're so locked in, and it felt like methodical from the very beginning of the game.
You think I could start a chant?
Yeah, and with this, it's another Ziggs composition for 100 Thieves, and we've seen them
I
come
think
out
next
with these.
game I'm gonna start a
They have
chant.
done a pretty good job of rotating
Let's
the
go!
Ziggs around.
I promise people will follow along. Next game I'm doing it.
To be as they're setting up, looking to see
If I'm not
Halo
too
pushes
tilted.
up.
I also kind of agree with the analyst desk when they're talking about Zyra not being the best pairing with Ziggs, as well as Zyra gameplay kind of dropped off a bit on the 14-15.
Please mute if so. Are you guys cringing?
So we'll see
Is social interaction
impact
cringe to you
River
guys?
actually
Is having
can
a
have,
good time at a
because
sporting
they do
event,
have
esport by the way,
a lot of scaling
cringe
on
to you
their
guys?
lanes and not
Do you
as
think these
great
guys came
looks.
to this this
Meanwhile,
arena
getting
to sit
invaded here.
quietly crisscross applesauce in their chair?
Looking for some early warding, and potentially can be pretty annoying sometimes. If you're Zyra, you want to stack up those early seeds, right? They can walk in, they can push
Try
you
to start the
out,
wave.
kill those seeds off. River, of course, is just kind of spawning them over by the Raptors, but Flyquest is still here, looking like they want to actually full-on contest potentially.
All right, what we got? I thought I could test
Now
Zyra
we see
plants?
Whipple
No way.
walking up towards
Actually, they
topside.
might, because the
I don't
Mumu
think
double
you could
Q,
just
and it's
lay a
not working.
trap because they know that Flyquest is still around, and River is going to try to bait this. He's going to walk out and say, yeah, engage on me. I'm vulnerable. Come try to stop me here. Flyquest is just focusing down the red buff, though. If River can actually take this, they can actually contest at the red buff. With him being level 2,
They just saw the graphic.
We'll see if they even get the info. Now they know that it's going on. And it looks like Inspired is going to be forced to smite, so does get
I wonder
it,
if
and
that's
will be able
worth
to
or
walk
not.
it out. So not too much coming from that, really. Just a nice little invade, bit of pressure there from Flyquest, but River can just go towards topside and keep on clearing.
Can we move your
I think
cam
this
so we
is
can
really
see?
smart from Flyquest
Oh, sorry.
overall.
Raptors. He's
because-
actually going to contest at Raptors.
Yeah, he's been seen crossing over though, so.
He has smite, and Inspired used his smite on red, so
This
that's why
is
he's
weird.
doing this
See what
invade
happens.
here. We do have Raz, though, standing by.
Do
with
they
an
know he
interview with
smited?
both-
Yes, they should.
What's up, guys? Got Golden Glue right
Gimme,
next to me
gimme,
here.
bitch.
Just an overall assessment out of game 1.
Yeah, I mean, game 1, early game we got a little behind. We got killed level 1, and they got another kill on a spot lane. I think we still felt like we're kind of in control of the game. We were able to take side turret. We got
You have to be
3
careful on the
dragons,
running back trick.
but they kind of stat checked us. They just had more items than us at the 3rd dragon fight.
Yes.
I feel pretty good. It's our first time playing on a big stage. I feel like the energy
People
was
are-
good. We just need
this
to
is
have a little bit
cringe.
better of an early game next
There's
time.
there
Sounds good to
okay.
me. Just talk
There's
about
2
the-
guys
the
on each
composition you
side of the
built and what
arena
the goals are coming into this
screaming
game.
on your feet.
Yeah, so this game
I
we
think they're
have Ziggs, and
I think they're
that
riot
typically
plants.
When we play Ziggs, we're really good at trading turrets and snowballing that way.
Nobody's answering.
We have also Jax versus Rumble, so we'll be looking to split push there.
I think they're communicating with each
but
other.
That's kind of like the basics. Yeah.
Sounds good. Appreciate you. Going straight back to the casters. Thank you, guys.
Be interesting. I mean, if they can get Sniper into a good spot, Ziggs obviously can assist that split push in the 1v1s. You have that semi-global.
That was
the
odd.
ultimate, throwing that out to side.
I'm
lanes.
actually physically
Have a
cringing.
really strong 5v5 as well. Of course, a lot of AoE on both sides, honestly. We look over at a Mumu. Sniper getting the push in, took a decent trade, but a power shot on the back end of that does mean that he will be down on HP.
Yeah, and you saw River,
Yeah.
kind of, there was a little
I
bit
hate
of thing
Corky.
that went out to see maybe if he
Are
potentially
you cringing at
had a good
IRL
turret,
interactions?
he might have
Yes.
looked for something, as he's just now going to clear out the top side crab, and we have Inspired taking the bottom crab.
And our bottom
Jungle
lane of Flyquest
is
such
about
a
even.
big
His
story
Raptors are going to
for this
spawn.
team. Once again,
Actually,
have
so
a
they can go
strong
Krugs.
pushing matchup
Actually, he's
here.
just
They
better.
were able to take the Leona very early in Champion Select yet again. Lucio had an excellent game last game.
Who you rooting for? I have
Masu
100 Thieves,
really
3-2.
getting a lot of extra money early on and controlling the map. So we will see about that bot side focus because both junglers, after their fight, know that each other cleared their top quadrants and will be ending up back down this area. So we will see them
crazy?
look
I'm
for
right.
the extra vision to kind
I have
of
a feeling,
protect
trust
the
me.
push.
And we see, I'm most curious, again, as we see River headed down here, yeah, to see if he's going to try to set up for a play onto bot side, but he is going to get spotted out.
Is spotted. The hook does connect there onto Busio, and Inspire's
Not
coming
the
over
worst.
for the counter gank. Busio going to look for the re-engage here onto River. River flashes out, but the ignite is there, and first blood goes to Masu.
right, well,
the
they
counter
lost.
gank from Inspired coming up huge, and they're going to look for even more. It's a double kill, could even be a triple. The Zenith Blade goes through. Tomo is going to get knocked down.
It's a 3-0.
3 early kills for the Canadian bot laner.
And again, I want to point out how Flyquest are kind of controlling this.
Yo,
They
River,
had
well
the
played,
ward
bud.
already placed
That was
in
impressive.
and they
Yeah,
had
it's
the
a 3-0.
Scuttle Crab. They had fully
It's 3-0.
complete vision
Whatever.
control, and they
He's
knew
like
this
go
is
back
the area
in,
of the map
see
that both
Sailor
junglers
soon.
are ending up on. So Inspired comes down for a counter gank. Look at Inspired. As soon as he
Oh,
finishes his
ward.
clear,
Ugh.
he's walking down now. So River goes over. Busio's like, great, they're going to engage on me. Puts up his shield on Leona, and immediately the counter engage. Zenith into Q stun, and from that point, even though you flash, you know you're dead. The follow through from
Well, they don't have an
Masu
80
is big. Flyquest again, bottom lane advantage.
And coming out of this, guess what? Kaisa now has 3 kills. She's in such a great spot for
Oh my
Flyquest
god, and
going
enemy
forward.
80 got every
Play on
kill.
the top
What
side
the
as
fuck?
With that last pick, Rumble rarely makes it through, but here is the timeline from Masu. He has just had a meteoric rise. Was 2017 and 2022, joined Amateur about halfway through the year. In 2023,
Oh my god, is he
was
gonna
on
die
Fly
here as well?
Challengers team.
Is he gonna flash that
most
wall? No
valuable
way, he can't.
prospect in the NACL, then gets into the LCS, makes it to MSI, wins Rookie of the Year. He's going to Worlds. He's in the running to win a title. It was second in All Pro, I believe. So pretty incredible rise that he has had these last couple of years.
Yep,
It's fightable?
and, I mean, I think the biggest thing is we might see a
Blasting, and Inspired has no flash. They may have caught him out. The follow-up, the Rumble equalizer comes through, and they're trying to turn it around on a sniper. He's gonna flash out, and Bwippo, it's an electro harpoon to the heart. Shuts down Sniper.
Oh, Quad's not done.
Yeah, Quad and Quid going at it. Quid's gonna be
Yes,
chasing
flash.
after Quad here on the Zeri, trying to finish him off with his zap flash. It's forward.
Oh, okay,
The
thank God.
sidesteps
Oh
are
my
not
God.
enough.
Oh
Quad
my God.
gets
Okay.
taken down.
Okay.
It's
Quid
a
got
solo
this.
kill for Quid.
Okay,
and
Quid.
some much needed momentum there for 100 Thieves.
Quid coming
okay.
up really big
Good news
on that.
is-
Also, shout out to you, Zale, for doing the Quid quad
Thank you.
immediately.
Thank you.
I have a monitor right
Amazing.
here. What the with the
But yeah,
game
that
full
is
screen.
like a glimmer of hope
Holy
for
shit,
100
this is so much
Thieves,
easier.
and we heard it from Golden Glue, right? We need to get our carries in a good position where they do have gold for these fights. He felt like that Drake fight was where they lost it actually in the first game, even though they did have a shaky early game. So having Quid get that early kill is huge.
And it is purely on the
Okay,
Corki
nice
moving
movement, zero
up
ping.
to actually start that one out. So we'll take a look here. Know that Inspired uses his smite on this grub, and he does not have flash, so they want to chase him down, but it's so nice to be able to kite up to a rumble.
Can't believe he queued
the
that.
ulti can come down from so far away that then the Amumu, oh no,
I mean, he has
caught,
nowhere to-
can
he has to
actually just
flash
turn it
that
around
Q, and that feels
CC
bad.
you on the ultimate. So it was a nice little bit of a bait there from Flyquest after stealing away the objective, but then Quad wanted a little bit more, and so Quad actually starts it out by going Foss Bomb over the side.
That was actually a good movement
of
by
the grubs,
Quad.
and then his flash there, even though he dodges one of those
All right,
Qs
and like I said,
from
Quid is really
it
good
is
at
not
80s,
enough.
so it's fine.
Quid with the chase, flashing forward, has the confidence, and actually gets the kill back for 100 Thieves, and he's the only one with any sort
It's
of gold lead on
Dragon,
the side of
not
100 Thieves.
Drake. You know what's
Yeah,
crazy?
Off of that kill.
All those
Otherwise,
years ago,
Flyquest
by the
have
way?
themselves out to a
Hold
neat
on.
like 1.5.
I think it's the
Kobe
kill.
taking down Sniper. In comes the extra man, but it's Sniper with the solo bolo in the 1v2. Takes out Bwippo.
The 1v2! Sniper might not play Rumble, but he does kill the Rumbles. Let's
go.
take a look at the bottom lane.
Okay,
Yeah, it's a re-engage here on the bot side. The Ziggs ulti's going to be a swing and a miss, but in comes
You're so
Masu
dog
with the
shit.
killer instinct, and he is
Still no
right
flash,
on
still no
target.
flash.
Tomo knocking back
No
Inspired,
flash.
trying to finish him off. He is low, but it's a good sidestep.
no
In
flash,
comes
no flash,
Quid.
no flash.
It's another kill for him, and it could be many more. Quad is gone. Masu's got a flash out of there. He's back to the turret. It doesn't look like he can
Okay,
set for a
it's
redive.
actually
but
so
100
good.
Thieves find the
Kaisa
early
is
skirmishes
all-
and are coming out on top in some of them. But Masu,
Is all that
5
gold.
kills on the
That
other
is
side.
so good. Bro, I
And
thought it was
Quid
before.
now 2
There's no
0-1. Sniper able to get that kill
portfolio.
on top side as well. We talked again. You want to get these.
There's no
nice gank
portfolio
from
diversity.
100 Thieves.
That's bad
Sniper,
investment. Get a financial advisor,
Going back and
idiots.
forth. We've seen him talking a little bit more trash going forward. But as we take another look at this, Sniper is actually on a ward, and Bwippo is
He baited.
waiting for
He knew it was
Busio
warded the whole
to
time.
come up here. But yeah, he's just able to get the stun down, and then finishes off Whippo and lives.
2-1 top.
Grayson's really happy about that one.
Pumped for him, and that's the classic. You know, you're not going to win by running away. You got to fight your way out. Sniper knows. He immediately channels his counter strike. Hit his ultimate.
Here. He's overheated, but it does slow him down with the.
That was an
so
accidental
we'll
good ult.
And Whippo not escaping the Renekton allegations here. Renekton merchant is not really.
Why? That was a good ult.
To see us though towards
if
the
he
Rumble,
didn't
of course,
ult like
you
that,
got
by the way, he was
constantly
dead.
Pushing, constantly
River had flash.
working towards your CS, and now he
I
also
think it was
has
a
his
good ult.
jungler up here.
He didn't know it was a good
Meanwhile,
ult. He
we
did
have
it on
a little bit of
accident,
a
but it was a
choke
good
on
ult.
Sniper, who still doesn't have flash, so Inspired was kind of looking for the extended River play.
Engage here. Nice disengage though from Ayla as he answers his Zenith Blade with a hook of his own. And
Wait.
Quad and Quid, it's just a 2v2 mid with
Is
activating
Kai'Sa
carries.
going the full
Exactly,
AP
that had a
build?
lot of extra threat because Masu
Wait,
had
no
hovered
way
over
she
on the
is.
Kai'Sa. You see him now walking all the way back to
Wait, they're
bottom
gonna
lane.
be 4
but both
AP?
of
Wait,
the
what?
bottom lane carries for these teams can make mid lane ganks by like hovering halfway up to the mid
Wait,
lane.
and Corky's
And so
behind.
you
This is
really have
actually
to respect when the enemy
goated.
bot laner's not showing. Meanwhile, we've got a double gank
Flash
here.
on Whippo. We could be in trouble here. Ayla does
flash,
have the
flash,
ultimate
flash,
available.
flash,
Inspired
flash,
trying to come in
flash.
as his
Gotta go
Busho,
fast,
so
go
he's just
fast.
going to buy time. There's the death charge coming through.
Oh my
Inspired
God,
flashes
remember
in. It's a
fucking
3-man
cute.
ulti, but the counter strike is there. Whippo's stunned up, but he's going to get burst down. Quid arrives,
Give it to
and
Quid,
Quid
give it to
can
Quid,
be
give it
the
to Quid.
difference maker here. It's going to be another kill for him. A killing spree for the 100 Thieves mid laner.
Quid is the hope. You thought it was going to be all about Quid and
Let's
Dog,
go.
but it's Quid versus Masu in this game. The two Fed carries.
Yeah, and this should set up a grub
My
take.
God,
We'll
there's
be
a
able to get at least
goddamn
4
shot.
off of this, and maybe River is really low. But these grubs
We
with
have
the
a shot.
zigs is so huge, right? Like they're not going to be able to get the full 6, but they will get up to the 4. And now we see zigs in mid. This is going to be the big thing: is where they put the zigs to get those early tier 1 turrets down.
Bro, and plus,
make
this is
the most
at
of
an
this
arena.
chaotic early game
Riot
that they
paid
really
too
wanted
much
to have.
money for
Exactly.
an
The
entire
Ziggs to
series to be
open up the
3-0.
map,
Seriously,
and
it's
the
going
Jax
to at 5
split
games
push
at
for later.
least.
Jax loves when you can get that
Like,
grab
I'm
buff.
sorry.
Sniper
It's the way
already
the world
pulling
works.
out 2v1 plays, already starting to feel really confident in this game. If they also have the Void Might spawn for him when he does get into the split pushing gameplay, does start to get some items and really scale, that can be a way for 100 Thieves to pressure the rest of the map.
And Sniper has talked about how he's been leveling up his macro game. Spawn, the coach of TL, giving him a lot of
Spawn,
credit
scary
in
guy.
that last series about how he was able to play these lane swaps. That's something that Sniper had talked about.
Is
he
this
was having to
finals?
learn these.
Is
These
this
are
to see
so
who goes
frustrating.
to the
So
finals?
different from your experience that you get in solo queue, where you rise to the ranks, you get to the top, and then maybe you can get into the LCS. It's something that you have to learn that's totally new. And a lot of these players he's playing against, guys like Impact and Whippo, have been doing it forever.
And you don't learn the 2v1 kill. That's something you're bored with. That's a Sniper special. But we're going to look at him actually calling Ayla.
They're going to flash forward. Inspires here
this
again,
is
and
bad.
the Equalizer comes down. TP coming in from the other side. Ayla's going to be dead for sure. The question is, can Sniper get out? Looks like he can. That was a TP from Masu. Remember, this is a 6 teleport game.
He has no
People are going to be
flash.
coming in from all sides, and now Quad. He's on the run, but
Give it to
Tomo's
Quid,
on
give it
his
to
heels.
Quid,
He's going
give
to
it
try
to
and turn and
Quid.
fight
Oh
his
my
way
God,
out,
it's
but
so
he can't do
good.
it. It's a rampage for Quid.
And it's another kill
Oh
for
my God,
Quid.
it's
He is
so
becoming
winnable.
so dangerous.
Perform,
but
bro.
on this bot side,
He needs
I
Q
really
assists.
love
Giannis, he needs
how
him a
well
kill.
Inspired has been able to respond to a lot of these plays. We see it here. They are going
Bro,
to get
yes,
this
they have
Drake,
CC, but at the end of the
stacking
day,
started
they're
for their side. It
3
is a
melee
little
champions,
late first Drake,
1
kill
low-range
for
AD,
them.
except for
But it is
Kai'Sa W.
kind of like
Bro, he can
you
play.
said, Kobe. Quid 4-0-2, Masu 5-0-0. These are the 2 carries on either side that we're looking for in team fights.
And after that bot side play, I also was looking
Like the Blade
and
Rush Kai'Sa-
expecting Whippo to get
Item
in the
rush on
alt chat
Zuri.
and
I
also
actually
say
don't
nice
mind
game.
Blade Rush on the
But
laners nowadays.
He did not.
It's
some
not necessarily the
extra restraint
damage, it's
there
the utility, like
after
the
they had,
slow.
you know, their counter
Like,
game.
I bet right
Meanwhile,
here, he gets
it was
Blade
Quid
proc,
in
and that leads to a
getting
he also has
surprise.
red.
Yeah, we've had a lot
Flanking
of these.
Zeri,
Oh.
the one you never expect.
Yeah, you never expect her coming in. He flashes out, but then, yeah, Tomo is here as well on that TP Ziggs. Make sure that he is, you know, they'll be able to clean
they're
this
moving.
up. And Quad is having, he's been having a rough game in this game too.
And I would really credit 100 Thieves with punishing
Kai'Sa,
side lanes.
500
This is
gold
something they're gonna
bounty.
have to keep up with this
It's free, bro.
composition,
Not all
as
those
we
presses
mentioned
are.
a couple of times here. There
Give
we
you
go.
freebie,
There's
you
the
bring all the
alt
homies,
chat.
matchup diff.
There
I
we
gave
go.
you freebie and you bring all the homies.
It's never never a fair fight. That's the first thing you learn about
Matchup
top
diff.
lane.
100 Thieves, though, getting right back to the focus on taking down towers, on opening up the map so they can
I mean, they're
really
still
split
down
push.
gold,
Rift Herald
but
goes a long way in doing that. A lot of times, you know,
they're
mid
showing
lane can be very
spirit.
difficult to take down, but if you have Ziggs and a Rift Herald, that is a recipe for mid lane destruction. And they should be able to get that one. We're actually seeing Ziggs kind of half rotate
This
down the
is
bottom
not
lane
good.
too.
Is he
Ziggs
gonna
bomb can
stay?
come down to clear out
Is
the
there
wave.
any TP?
Is staying around. There is that Ziggs bomb you were talking about.
I don't
but it
think
looks like
Ziri
they
gets
wanna go
TP
for the
off
dive
in time.
potentially anyway. They're going to start out with the ultimates getting layered over, and Sniper's got no chance at all.
Yeah, that was
Great
bad.
start there from Inspired. Didn't go with the bandage toss,
That
just
was
lets
dumb.
it rip on the ulti, so there's no chance for Sniper to react.
Yeah, and Quid will TP in as well
Yeah,
as
they
Ayla
could've
rotating
played that
here,
better,
but they're
for
not gonna be able
sure.
to get anything back.
We'll see.
Unless
Does Rumble's HP bar not seem a bit
Ayla
girthy,
looks
by
like
the
he
way?
kind of wants to go for something on Bwipo.
And the top side is going to be a Hex Flash. Not going to be able to find it. River is just holding the top lane right now on the Zyra, just vacuuming up the farm up there. You can see he has a good 30 CS advantage or so above Inspired right now. Needs to be power farming and is doing a good job of it on the Zyra.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Masu with all the money, you know, looking at inventory, of course, he is going the heavy poke build here with the Ludens completed already. Looking at the transformation for Muramana pretty quick into this game, honestly, with how fed he got and how early he got
I don't allow him to give
accelerated on
HP,
his
no
build.
shit.
So
but
there's
that's,
going to be
I build it on brand,
ton
I'm not
of
that
magic
tanky.
damage on the
Then again,
side
all my
of
accounts are
Flyquest.
blacklisted, so.
And both teams are investing so heavily into Merc Treads. The majority of every single player in the game going for those, aside from the Sork shoes.
And with the extra amp tome, Masa already has the Evolve W, so he's going to be really
Oh,
annoying.
is
You
it
have
overgrowth?
got to dodge
I-
those
I don't have
Ws,
the
or
Twitch
they
app
just
open.
never stop.
Yeah, and as we see,
It's almost out.
Quid taking down that first turret, tier 1 on bot side, this is... I am really curious to see how 100 Thieves are going to set this up with their lane assignments. To your point, Kobe, trying to get that mid-tier 1 down with the Herald, with the Ziggs. But the big thing about this composition is having Jax and Zeri in your side lanes to be able to split
It's
push.
just
Absolutely.
Kaisa.
One thing I will say that's
Literally,
a
if
concern
they
for
get the
Flyquest is
Kaisa
later
kill,
on,
the game's
you know, if
even.
Jax gets a couple items, gets some MR in there.
He's
It's going to be
awful.
tough to actually deal with. You know, there's potential for the 1v2s in the later stages of the game as Rumble
I'm
and
locked
Amumu
in, I'm
are
not gonna
very
lie.
much so about the upfront damage.
I'm like
and
this
if you can't
far
burst down the Jax,
for
if
my
he has a full
monitor.
MR item,
I
he
am
can turn
locked
around
the
those
fucking.
fights.
Yeah, especially the that early MR, if Quads continues to have a rough game on the court,
Ziri's 2 items.
is going to be a bit delayed. Like, that is the source of attack damage that Flyquest are relying on to try and keep 100 Thieves a little bit honest there.
Yeah, nice bit of poke there coming through from Quad onto River. He's put down to about a third health, so he's
Rumble
going to
up
have to play
40
it safe
CS.
now.
Okay, but
Masu
it's
just
Bwipo. He'll
constantly
do something
poking.
silly.
Inspired and Busio area here are
Yo, dodge,
sharking around,
bro.
and Ayla's going to be sent back to base. I mean, these Ws are just hurting so much from Masu. He already forced Tomo out off screen earlier.
Yeah, you can tell Flyquest do not want to play too much on
Try
side
to
lanes.
wave
They're
clear
trying to
scale.
group up to use the threat of Leona and Amumu.
There's only
engage
one
with
dragon
all
at
of their
20
poke.
at almost 20
poke
minutes.
around and then see if you can get an engage onto anybody who actually got tagged. Meanwhile, 100 Thieves actually did a pretty good job spreading all 3 lanes there. They were able to get the push on bottom lane. You see a couple minions even dying to the tower now because Sniper was able to fully push out while Flyquest were attempting their mid lane play. And
More
every
MR.
little bit does count when you try and push those out. Because otherwise, Flyquest, with their gold lead, you know what their game plan is. They're just trying to try and force you into the 5-on-5.
Get top side
with their
vision
double
around
carries,
Ziri, you
honestly,
noobs.
triple
The
carries,
dragon.
and then very strong engage. So they want those team fights where they can poke you down and then go for their hard engage.
And something else we can talk about a little bit is just how well, I think, on the Ziggs against Cloud9, it was such a strong neutralizing pick for them. And he's in a situation where they need some extreme neutralization on
That's
Masu.
good-
They
good-
need
good
to
vision
keep him
plan.
shut
Now
down,
it's-
keep that wave
Leona's
clear
at 3.
going,
It's 3. It's
try
equal
to
wards,
limit his
actually.
involvement in the fight. Because right now, for 100 Thieves, they want to fight everywhere that Masu is not.
As we see them setting up with this
Fire has a
Rift
pretty
Herald
good angle.
push.
We'll see. They are just threatening on the side here. If Sniper shows, maybe they'll actually look for it. They have actually spotted him with the sweeper over the wall, so looking for an engage on him. Not going to connect. River just landing a little bit of poke and will back off.
Zyra's
You can see
so
those
weak.
plants getting
Amumu
burned
actually
down
has a lot of
pretty
AP
quickly.
or
Quad
MR.
Takes probably more
Can't get
damage
hit by
than he
those,
should
bro.
have. Not really worth stepping up to actually kill off those plants.
If they
He
are,
did lose about
this is like
20% of
the
his
game,
health
by
to
the
do
way.
it. We can see Bwipo heading up towards topside, wants to get that wave moving in
If they
their
fight.
favor. Does have his teleport available, so he can, of course, join. But a lot of it's going to be about the poke here. Sniper going forward. The blast cone used defensively
low
by
cooldown.
Quad.
Corki's
As
chump. I
100
think they have to
Thieves start
give.
the Dragon.
Yeah, and this should give them Drake control.
They're
though.
not going
Flyquest
to
are
give?
looking
Oh
like
my
they
god, they're
wanna
going to fight this.
contest.
So here we go. This is the
Lucio's
game.
going in there.
They're teleporting.
Badly
They're going for it.
way
Doubles coming in.
overextended.
They're going to try to get in there.
Bad
It's already
Nautilus
secured by 100
everything.
Thieves.
Way
Ailton's in trouble. The
overextended.
Ziggs on the
Quad's
back
low.
line gets Masu
Kaiser's
quad
low.
low.
It's
As
fine, it's
Inspire
doing
drops the
nothing.
ulti, the equalizer across multiple members. Quid stands
Oh my
fires,
god,
but
the
he
Rumble
does
ult.
fall in the end. Masu with the killer instinct going forward. Tomo Azumi, he's got to run. They
Wait,
sidestep the
Rumble?
Void Seeker
Wait,
there.
What?
Barely able to stay alive here.
Wait, I just
as it's a bit of a bloody
I
fight.
saw
100
Rumble
Thieves do
ult,
come out
but
with the
everybody was
dragon.
alive. Wait, what happened?
And even though Flyquest are coming out with blinking health bars and they did give up that Drake, the big thing for me is Busio recognizing, again, when he can get in on the back of this pit.
Okay,
and
Leona
then
whiffed.
when Bwipo is able to get the
Zyra
equalizer
ult was
coming
bad.
out as he's coming around
Quid-
on the
Quid-
flank right here, right? It clicks
Oh my
Quid,
god,
and then
it
he
was
just
Rumble
burns down.
fucking
That is the
ult.
person you absolutely have to eliminate in these fights. Take him out, and then Masu going in,
That's
trying
bad.
to see if
They
there's
got a
anything he
bounty
can clean
too.
up on the very end of it.
Yeah, that was huge because
Oh,
not
and they
only had
flashed.
Quid
Oh.
just use his jump, but then he had to
Oh my
flash
god, and
afterwards.
Fly
So he
has
killed
all
Quid.
flashes.
You got the big bounty, and you
Holy
got the flash
fuck,
off
that's
of
terrible.
Zeri. Probably the single most important flash for you
3
to burn.
flashes?
Really, really cementing this
For
lead
Zero.
for Flyquest.
Oh my
Yeah, they didn't
God.
actually get the dragon, which would have helped them accelerate and continue to stack and actually pull 100 Thieves to the team fight that you want. But honestly, with the gold lead and with the summoner spell advantage now, I think they'll be content.
Yep, going to be feeling pretty good about it. Credit also to Busio. As soon as that equalizer came in, he flashed over the Dragon Wall, immediately
Was that a
stuns
good
Quid in
Busio
that,
play?
And you can see Quid goes back to base, says, didn't like that. I'm gonna
Walking
buy
at them,
QSS.
pressing W.
He's going to be able to
Missing
pick that
everything.
up, but without the flash, as you say, it might not
I
be
mean, I'm
enough.
not
You
gonna
can get
lie.
out the CC, can't get out of that damage.
It's been
They have to
something
play the
that
game without
Flyquest
dying
have
for
been
5
so
minutes.
consistent with in their team fighting is
Uh,
calling
this is
the
impossible.
biggest carry on the enemy team.
Amumu has flash.
Full sending to shut them down. Whippo and Busio there really combining for some big ones, but now
Yeah, might be a fight here as Bwipo wraps around on Ayla. TP's coming in
This
from
is-
the Jack.
Bwipo's way
Equalizer drop,
overextended.
but
This
it's
is
not a
great.
great one. And the Ziggs Bomb lights him up. And Sniper just
Two
dumps
flashes
him. He
down.
wants more. He's going to be chasing after Inspired. Quad and Masu, though, have 100 Thieves in a shooting gallery here. A lot of damage put down on a Tomo. Quid looking for the laser. Not going to slow up Quad.
That's good.
Will
That's
be
good.
the disengage.
It's not even
How
the
much
kill.
more
It's
can
the
they get?
flashes.
They're walking
You do not
over
do Baron.
towards the
Do
Baron.
not do Baron.
This would be a risky
Do
start, though,
not
so
do
it's just going to be
Baron.
clear on the vision here
Fuck
and a
that.
disengage. But 100 Thieves have got to be happy with that fight.
yeah, getting some money really big, getting a shutdown
Careful.
for themselves. The problem is the 2 poke champs lived, so you can almost never go into the Baron pit because then you're just going to get bombarded with poke, and you just have to
Bombarded.
stick to your game plan of playing the wide map for 100 Thieves.
And this is even Horizon Focus now done for Masu, so he's really just going full on into the poke.
Yeah, and I think they weren't even able, it looked like they were like, maybe we can
keep
rotate
giving
up,
MR,
take
it's
tier
fine.
1. They're actually not able to get that for
Amumu
the reason
has
that you
no
already
flash.
called out, because there's still, even though Quad
Rumble,
was
no
set
flash.
behind, he now is in a much better spot. He'll be even better.
I wonder if
once he
Kaiser
locks
didn't
in
go
that third
AP
item.
so that he
But
was
he's
never
back
in
and the
range to
quirky
get
poke,
Nautilus
as we
ulted,
saw,
thus
still hurts.
never dying.
Definitely does. Masu with the 3-item power spike as well, just throwing out
Because
Void
the way it
Seeker after
works
Void
is
Seeker. You
Nautilus
even
can just
see
ult
Tomo
Kaisa,
picking
and then
up
it's a
the Verdict
guaranteed
barrier for that
Zigzar.
spell
And
shield
Kaisa's
just
out
to
of the
block
fight
one of them,
100% of the time.
and try and give
Can't play the
them
game.
a little bit of
But if
extra
she just goes
time to
W, Mac,
find
like
their
W,
fight,
Kaisa
is
build,
gonna be
off
difficult for
screen,
100
full
Thieves
HP,
because they're
how
a
does she
little
ever die?
behind on their game plan. They would love to already have all of the outers down, of course, but they still do have Ziggs, and you know, if
Starting the Baron. Maybe getting a little bit antsy
Yeah.
here. Ayla and Tomo are showing and saying, hey, we're not doing anything. We're not doing anything.
Whippo, no teleport
They're not
still.
actually
Yeah.
committing the Zyra
Couple
ultimate
seconds.
just yet, so it is going down kind of slow. Inspired
All right,
has
get
no
off, get
flash,
off,
but
get
he
off,
gets
get
the
off, get off, get
information.
off.
The Baron is going to
Get
restart.
the
These
off.
will have to back it up.
I think that was really smart. Blue had a few more seconds on his teleport, so they're trying to squeeze out some, you know, little bit of extra advantage.
Soul doesn't
Maybe a
matter.
summoner
This could be a
spell
long
here or
game,
there.
baby.
Maybe any little
Come
bit
on.
of cooldown they could use, but still chased off fully by Flyquest, and Flyquest don't actually lose anything in the process.
Yeah, and I think that is a big thing from. I'm curious as to why 100 Thieves, even though like they didn't lose much from it, right? As to why they thought they might be able
Okay,
to
they have them on
go
vision.
for that, because I feel like they're still in a pretty good position despite being behind.
Need Rylai's.
Could just be, hey, we have Zyra. If they're ignoring this,
Yeah.
if they're a little lax on their vision, we start it up, we commit to it with the ult, maybe we can burn that down.
Yeah, we've got Zyra and a Nautilus. Nautilus, so pretty good if people are forced to come face check you. Double scryers are available for both teams, so neither team right now.
I mean,
should
nobody
fall
actually
prey
has
to
to
the face
contest
check.
this dragon.
There's a
It
lot of
doesn't
poke in
matter.
this
He's
game,
playing
and
for
it
the
is gonna be
fight.
an Infernal Soul game here, potentially.
And I think as we see Bwipo pushing in that top
All right,
wave
they
as
have
well,
flash
when
advantage.
He was just a sliver of TP waiting left
Oh
to
my
get his
God.
TP back up.
Oh, that
He'd already
propped
pushed
his
down the bot
Zerk
side. So
or
they're actually, Flyquest are
Barrier
doing
or
a job of
Verdict,
making sure that
whatever.
they do push up these side waves when they can, and that will stymie the split push
Are they
threat that
fighting
100
this?
Thieves wants to go for.
Yeah, Flyquest doing a good job just making 100 Thieves uncomfortable. Now they can poke them while 100 Thieves are forced.
This is
that was
this is a
close.
weird
The root
fight.
almost connected there.
Oh,
Tomo though, gonna be
no,
forced
this
to
is
flash
bad.
by
Inspired has to
Busio, and now
flank.
Tomo's kind
Oh,
of trapped
God.
in the pit. They can go forward here. The equalizers drop down.
Tomo?
Nice disengage from Aelin on the side. Inspired is
lives?
getting burst out by Quid. Quid claims the first kill.
No, it's flash!
Aelin with beautiful peel. The zigzag into the back line.
He misclicked.
Lights him up. Can Sniper knock him down? They're flashing in. He's gonna get Quad. No, he pulls back. He didn't commit to it. He gets burned up here by Bwipo. Low health bears on both sides. Tomo trying to finish off the dragon.
No,
River's
he
getting poked
choked.
down. 100 Thieves do claim the dragon, and now the hook onto
It's
Bwipo.
bad.
But there's no damage to follow it up. The poke is coming through from Masu nonstop. Ayla's in trouble here. Ayla is
Not the
down.
worst.
They do get a kill back.
He has no
Ayla
flash?
Dies,
Oh, they got vision.
but
Oh, God,
so
oh, God.
does Busio.
Oh,
Quid
but she
trying to run
plants.
out of here.
Hit the
Bwipo
save,
looking
hit
like
the
he's
save.
going to go for it. River over the wall. Masu
What?
flashes in. He gets one, but he gives his life for it. And now Quid just needs to buy time. He
on.
needs to wait for Tomo to get down here. If they can get
Come on,
this
move
bounty
it.
off of Bwipo, that'd be massive.
Move it.
But it's a teleport. It's a teleport from Quad, and Quid has nowhere to go.
Whatever. It's good.
Quad
It's good.
gets
It's good.
the kill.
It's good.
It's a bloody affair by the Dragon.
It's good.
29 kills in this game. We're only
They got
26 minutes
flashes.
in.
Rumble,
I
Rumble,
thought
Mumu
Quid
gonna
was
have
going to use
flash.
the long wall of the
Bro,
alcove
if
there to go for an
G-Snipes
escape,
got
but he
that
doesn't.
kill,
He ends up
it's
going
game- it's
down.
game over.
This started out so good for Flyquest, jumping
I think
on
he
the poke
canceled an
competition
auto.
because they see Inspired.
Like, he
so
misclicked
immediately
R there,
attack
obviously.
on that side.
Bro, like,
But
this
then
isn't
here,
bad.
The chase.
Yeah,
You
and
have
Sniper
to commit.
goes in.
That last
James-
auto.
He's
Oh, my
so
God.
Close, and then Bwipo is able to come in at Sniper.
His last auto was canceled. I saw it in
Oh,
the
my
air
God.
there.
Which is such big knockdown effects. If he doesn't
I
die,
gotta
which
stand
allows
up.
him to
Oh,
take
he's
back
getting a
into
little
that
bit
fight, which saves Bwipo and gets a kill on Quid. If Quad dies there, Bwipo might have died in the extended play also. So that's a huge one. Equalizer was dropped on Tomo.
Rumble, no
We're back
ults.
to live. He's chunked out, but it's no angle for a kill.
Wow, that was so close. He had the full play just mapped out. He was like, okay, one more auto that kills, and then jump out.
This is good.
Oh,
No
Dip
hourglass. No
tags him
hourglass.
on the end of it. Bwipo's
No
down low.
hourglass.
Sniper's coming in on the
No
angle here
hourglass.
from behind, but he can't really do it. Everyone is there.
He has
From
ult.
Flyquest,
Careful.
Quid. He goes forward. He QSS's, but he's locked up on the backside.
Quid
Sniper's
spin.
ripped down. Quad goes forward. He gets the kill, but he pays for it with his life. And now Masu into the back line, trying to finish him off. Nice passive route there from Ayla. Keeps River alive.
It's
Tomo
fine,
can't
it's
quite
fine,
get
it's
the
fine,
kill.
it's fine.
The poke on both
It's fine.
sides
Quid
is
has
so
sums for next fight.
deadly. There's so many carries.
Oh
It
my
is
God.
such a knife's edge in this game.
Oh, I also love how aggressive both
A
teams
Mumu, no
have
flash.
been willing to get. But the big thing coming out of this for me
I
is
think, dude,
7-1
no
and
cap, I do
4
think
on
Sniper's
Masu,
fucking
and
a
then
little bit
also
nervous. No cap.
Inspired. Inspired has done such a good job of setting up a lot of these as Ayla goes in, lands the hook onto Bwipo.
Like, he
they
should
soak
already
up
be
the
E'ing.
Ziggs
Like,
ult,
where's his
Zyra
E?
ult. Watch
What's he doing?
Sniper on the backside, but Inspired
He
right here.
eat that
Yeah,
disgusting
uses his
TF Blade
ultimate, so they're
Pinta
going
kills.
to get the one for
And that
one
guy
sniper
fucking
for him,
sucks.
and then the double jump in.
TF Blade
Both
Pintas
Quid
and he's
Quad
ass.
jumped into that. Both of them go down, and it's Masu who cleans everything up. The killer instinct allows him to get these extra little chase kills. Flyquest getting the extra little bit each
Fine,
time.
shake the nerves, bud.
NA
Pull up your
talent,
britches.
Masu and Sniper,
Pull up your
both
britches.
of these
Time to become a
guys are
man,
really showing
Snipes.
up big contenders for Rookie
Canadian
of the
talent.
Year.
Also both Canadian as hell.
Might make me a little bit extra of a fan for them, but
Got a soft spot here.
oh, some good Canadian boys there representing well. He was the runaway favorite in spring for Rookie of the Year, but Masu was so consistent
Corky's
through the
3
entire
items.
year, was incredible
Excuse
in
me,
summer, and that
Ziggs.
really put him in the favor. Inspired here on the
Bwipo's
side,
shot
has no
calling right now.
flash, but
He's
does
shot
have
calling.
the ulti back
He's-
here.
his-
Dragon
okay,
mounted for
it's
145,
he's
but both
actually
teams
playing
know if someone
over-aggressive,
gets
by the
caught,
way.
they are just going to get deleted. There are not a lot of tanky members in this game whatsoever, and that's why it's kind of interesting that you can look over at Bwipo's build. He went Riftmaker into Jack Show after the Leandries, so kind of going for this more like drain tanky tanky build, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, because there is so much damage
True,
flying
this
around.
top gap's a
and,
bit
you know,
crazy. I think
another one of the NA talent players
it's
that
2
wasn't on that
complete
graphic,
levels, and he's about
but
to get
Tomo, the
100
Ziggs
CS.
has actually got a lot of poke damage down himself for the side of 100 Thieves, and so much AoE control here that he's been able to move up with his spell shield, constantly throw out these bombs, and actually force Chunks back
Rumble's
the other
so
way.
Well, I think one of the
tanky.
big
Look at his
problems here
build.
is
Oh my
Sniper,
god.
He's been
So much
grouping
HP.
so much. It feels like he's way over grouping. He only has 169 CS at 29 minutes in the game. He's
That's
down
what I just
over
said.
3,000 gold. That's basically the entire gold gap, but in the entire team.
It's fine.
He's
It's fine.
never
It's
gonna
fine.
be
They
a
have
threat
2
in the
dragons.
side
They have
lanes, which is
time.
pushing him
They
even
have time
more
to
to just
scale,
keep
bro.
grouping, and I think that is just making the problem that much bigger.
And you also see when they group, like they want to get this tier 1 turret down, right? They want
Knight's
to get the
Vow
Ziggs
on Mummy
in
Man.
range
He's
to try to
conceded.
get through it, but Flyquest have done such a good job of making sure that they're on the flank. So it's really difficult for 100 Thieves to push up confidently without worrying, oh, is, Bwitbo going to be here? Is Busio going to be here? Is Inspired going to be here?
They're
on
waiting
our
for their
flank?
flashes.
I know sometimes as a top laner, you're like, oh man, my team is going to get caught because enemy has Leona and Rumble and Amumu. But you have to trust your team sometimes. They do have the QSS
Terrible
for Quid
advice.
with his upgraded recruit
Teammates,
and
they
they
all-
do have
they
the
all
spell
suck.
shield on Tomo, who's been pretty good. But let's see if they can do it.
Tomo could be in trouble. They're actually going to look for the engage. Tomo immediately goes into stage. The equalizer is dropped. Doesn't get a lot done here. River is running on the side. Quid is there to try to back them up, but it's Tomo who's going to be going down. It's Tomo that's in trouble, and now Sniper is caught as well. Quid's got to turn something around on the other side. He looks for Quad. He can't burst him down.
Why is he playing like
Quad
that?
survives. Flyquest win out in the fight. It's a 2-for-0 by Baron.
And it's a double kill for Bwippo. Widest of rumbles
Dude,
I've
he's
ever
playing
seen.
so
The
cocky.
gold lead on Bwippo continues to grow. They're going to melt down this Baron while Quid tries to get something back. They get
Then he
a
wins this.
mid lane tower, but he gets teleported on too, so Baron will get picked up and they'll pick up.
Yeah, he's on the wrong side of the
I
map
think
now.
he's going to be probably dead here. We'll see. He's going to try to TP
TP
out the
out?
safety. Can Leona get in range to actually interrupt it? Not going to be able to. Nice escape there from Quid, and a critical one. Can't have him going down to the stage, but it's nearing a
excited for
6,000
what,
gold
bro?
lead at this point for Flyquest. It feels like they have been able to take over off of that one.
Yep, they'll get the Baron. They'll get an easy setup
Nothing ever
on
goes
this
my way.
Drake. And then the big thing here, like you pointed out, Azale, earlier, look at where Sniper is in
Broke.
this
He's in
total
support territory.
And then look at where Bwippo is, right? The only 2 people who have less gold than Sniper
What-
are
look at
Busio
his
and
positioning,
Ayla.
like,
As we
be
see
serious.
the setup for this fight.
What are we
Quad
doing?
going right in onto River. River has to burn the Zyra ultimate down here. And then Tomo is completely zoned out of this fight by Bwippo.
This is what 100 Thieves have been
What a
worried
nasty
about the
fight
majority
by
of the
100
time,
Thieves.
because
What are we
this
doing?
was the 5-person play from Flyquest that actually traps you while you're trying to split push.
Yep.
Yeah.
100 Thieves were trying to have their Zarya and their Jack split push at this moment, so Sniper can make up some of this 3-level deficit
maybe
and
Ziggs can
actually
hold.
try and get some control on the map.
I
With
mean, Lua has
FlyQuest, they just force so hard grouping on mid and actually get the punish
Fine.
this time around. Now with Baron, it makes it very easy for you to continue to push in for the side of FlyQuest. Their range poke is extremely strong, and let's see them. If they can continue to get the secondary towers here, they'll just grow the gold lead and make it even more difficult for 100
What
Thieves
is this
to find
wide
their way
Whippo
back in.
emote?
Yeah, and as we see them setting up in mid, and Quad is going to end up pushing in this top side wave, I really do have to give credit to where they have been able to put.
Oh,
They're going down to
trouble.
Ayla.
Not going to be able to quite connect with that ulti from the Leona. Those
Oh, he
Kai'Sa
didn't
W's
die.
hurting so much. It is now a death cap completed. The Void Seeker deals 700
Oh!
damage, and it's a 2-second cooldown if you do connect. There is the depth charge thrown down, but they can't follow up. Ayla's just too damn low. They're trying to buy time. They're trying to clear out these waves, but they're really struggling to do so, and no one can answer Bwippo in the mid lane.
Kai'Sa, you
Ayla's
pussy.
got to run here
Pussy.
as he is down so low on health.
Yeah, and credit to Flyquest, again, right out of both of their Baron takes, first in Game 1, and now thus far in Game 2, they've done a really good job of setting up so they can immediately make the most of the
I mean, it was
Baron.
winnable,
Again,
bro,
rotating
if we
to Drake,
performed.
Getting these turrets down. Now we already see Bwippo pushing on the bot side.
I mean,
onto
look at
that
his build.
tier
Like, he
2.
actually can't take damage.
They've done such a good job of putting Bwippo in these side lanes earlier than this, but like again, this is just such a great rotation from Flyquest as they're now pushing on this tier 2.
And
Where's
that is
Corky?
really the
Or where's Ziggs?
experience at work here for Bwippo. He's been in so many of these big situations, been in so many finals, including the World Finals. He knows how to make it work for him. He's now 4 items completed, plus the boots. Sniper still just working towards his 3rd over 5,000 gold behind
I
in
mean,
that
it's over.
matchup. The Jax has just really not paid off.
Just gonna eat my
in the mid and
M&Ms
late
in
game.
fucking peace.
And then if you look over at the other parts of the Flyquest comp that were kept behind early, namely the Corki, that is not even behind anymore.
Nope.
You have your Poke. You know, he is doing his job
I'm
regardless
rage-eating.
of the rocky origins of it. Him and Masu, mainly Masu, but both of them handing out that Poke so heavily that 100 Thieves, you have to think that 100 Thieves are going to have to do a desperate engage now. They're actually River with his classic yawning Teemo being thrown up, but
I mean,
they know,
I don't
like,
see
the
a
next
light
play
at the end of
is
the
gonna have to
tunnel.
be a very quick play from them. You just kind of throw it
I think they
at
actually
any
built
sort
too
of
correctly
engaged angle
on,
that you actually get. Anything that
Flyquest. I think that Rumble build is actually perfect for the situation.
You're not going to have a
Amumu
chance.
build,
You saw
perfect.
Ayla
Kaisa
just
build,
soaking
perfect.
up W after W from Kaisa.
Actually, I think
and
all
getting
built best in
pushed
slot
out of the play
items
completely.
for this
I
unique
touched on the difference
situation.
in experience
Actually,
between Sniper and Whippo.
I
These
think
are
it's
both
actually
very
carrying.
young teams because they are having that average
average.
Yeah.
really pulled down by some of these super young players. But when you look at the average age, you're saying, oh, so they probably played a similar amount of games. Now we go to the next one. This is how many games they have played. Compare Whippo
Yeah,
versus
that's not
Sniper.
comparable.
It is night and day. About 8 times as many professional games played
Jesus.
here. A very stark
wait,
difference.
Whippo's played
Of course,
that many
River
more
has a
games than
lot of no
Sniper?
games
What the?
well, but really is just that massive amount of experience between Inspired and Whippo.
Yeah, and I think it's paying off in, again, as you see them playing the map, right? Like, one of the reasons why Sniper is struggling
I mean,
is because
the
they
only
haven't
AD
been
they
able
have
to get
now
him
is
in side lanes to try to soak up
Zeri,
those
it's
waves.
cooked.
Whereas Whippo has been almost perma-pushing one of the 2 long lanes on either side of the map,
They
and
can
that
give
is
this
one of the
dragon
reasons
its
why
skill.
he's so rich.
At least 400 Thieves side, you know, they have gone really deep in this game. We are almost to 36 minutes already
Yeah.
because 100 Thieves got their early
That's what I
dragons,
said.
and that kind of puts off the really big timer that Flyquest
Jack's turbo
put on
skills?
them.
Nah.
So they are not going to get drawn
That's too
over
much
to the
CC.
dragon. I would say 0% chance they actually fight that. Worry more about the Baron half of the map.
Yeah,
Too
you
much
can see
CC,
Monster just
too many
being
abilities.
So
It's
annoying.
actually
He's
fucked.
always trying to play from fog, try to deny vision. You see him sitting on pinks constantly in this last 10 minutes, just firing at the Void Seekers. Like, look
Oh
at that.
my
That's
God.
2 Void Seekers,
Whoa.
about 80% of his health. All of the W, it's 3 stacks of plasma. When you hit back-to-back, you proc the plasma, plus the
Holy
700 base
fuck.
damage, plus the proc damage from the items. You're
That
getting
was
about
close.
2 to 3K in 2 back-to-back hits. It's crazy.
We need a more painful term than poke for
Yeah.
this. because
Stab?
Stab.
Minus 1.
Because that is
That's
way
impale. You just got hit by a spear.
Oh, yeah.
Quid in trouble. Gonna have to run away here as 100 Thieves do get pushed back. Flyquest want to keep pressing the issue.
I
They're
did
gonna
Zyra
be
turn
chasing.
around.
That one tags onto Tomo.
Why
Quid is
are
gonna
we
try to dodge
padding
this.
that
He's
way?
healing
Oh,
up
easy.
off the Gromp, but Quad is gonna look. The Equalizer's gonna get dropped. Ayla trying to run.
Oh,
Boosio's
fuck.
going in. Quid QSS, but it's Masu in the back line with the killer instinct. Takes
Not
him
even
down.
close.
Whippo's coming in from behind, and he is gonna roast 100 Thieves
You
alive.
can't even time an
Just like that,
hourglass.
a back and forth game.
Get off the
may
fucking
have
stage.
ended. Whippo gets a double.
Get off
It's
the
only
stage. Get
Ayla
off the
alive.
stage.
It's
Get
a
the-
1v4
Get off!
to try to
Bro.
hold on to this game, but it's not gonna happen.
Get off the
Flyquest
stage!
picking up the tower. Here comes the wave.
Absolutely beautiful setup for that team fight from Flyquest, from the
It's over.
equalizer going down. Everyone knew their position in that fight, and
It
now
was
they're going to
winnable.
close out the game.
It's David versus Goliath, but David ain't winning this one. Flyquest land a knockout punch in the team fight, and they're gonna bring us to match point.
What are 100 Thieves going to do about this Flyquest bottom lane? This Flyquest bottom lane is running the series.
I mean, I would VOD review it, but I
Yeah,
can't.
And I mean, this
I
was a
think they
composition
choked
that
that
we
game.
talked about. Like, they really
Unfortunately.
like to play, right? They want to
I
set
think-
up inside
you know
lanes.
what? I
Tomo
literally
has
think
looked
it was
really good on the
G-Snipes
Zig. That was one of
auto-canceling.
the hallmarks of their C9 win. They
On
were
the
actually
Corki,
able to pressure
not
the
getting
map
that
as
kill,
early as they'd
and
want.
then everybody
this
else that
guy,
played that fight
Whippo,
after
right here,
was
like he
trash. The
said,
Corki
widest
re-TP'd and
rumble,
killed Zeri.
Beating the Renekton
It was
one-trick
actually looking good.
allegation, soaking up every side wave for Flyquest.
And I've got to say, 100 Thieves look a lot better in the early stages of this game compared to one, even
But
though
they have
Masu
it in
got
a-
so many kills. They were finding a lot of
To
hits of their
reverse
own.
sweep.
They got Quid into a
Riot.
really
Yep.
good spot where
Listen.
he was very strong. You know, top
This
side, a
light
lot of
just turn on?
skirmishes around there were looking very good. They were coordinated on
Riot,
those plays.
listen.
But you could really see the difference in
This
the
light
map
been
play
on?
from Flyquest. That
I
experience
don't
really
remember.
shone through. And we're going to find out now what
Riot,
the Lounge
listen.
has to say about that game.
Thank you, Azale. Also,
Seriously.
during the summer split,
You
you could win
flew
a trip to
everybody
Worlds
out here.
2024 or a
You
set
paid
of 7
probably
player of the
gazillions
week
of dollars for this
statues. Use
arena,
your MasterCard
for
to make a purchase from
security,
the incline store
for
and save your
et
card
cetera,
on file
et cetera,
to be
et cetera.
entered
The
for a
stage,
chance to win.
all that.
Also,
And you really want it to be done 3-0 like that? No way.
Oh, brother.
No way. Pull the
It's strange,
strings,
'cause I
right?
feel like
Pull the
100 Thieves
strings.
has been in these games, but then by the time it ends, it's almost like they didn't have a chance of winning.
Yeah, I will say, given how badly the game started, we'll see right here this disaster of a 3-3
Like, come on,
early game. I
PayPal
think
Gambit,
Hunting's-
accepted
not
variation.
aware that Inspire was going to be here. Makes it a triple kill for Masu.
All right, show
I think
the next play.
despite this, they played really well. They were still in the game for a long time.
That's a big despite.
Yeah,
I mean, I
they've been
forgot
playing the
this game started
I
with
thought he was
Kaisa
gonna
getting
be
3
over 20
kills. Like,
minutes
imagine
at
that
this
didn't
point.
happen.
Well, I saw this live. I was like, wow, it's
Well,
over.
it was weird because he did the AP poke Kaisa build,
Yeah.
and then it didn't feel like he was landing that much poke, so all that gold lead wasn't doing a huge amount until it kind of was over.
It makes sense to go for the poke build against a low range team comp like the Syra, the Sari, and Six.
Yeah.
Not a lot engaged on that team either. But it didn't really feel like it had that much impact despite how fed he was in the early game.
Holy shit, you coach him for a week and they're going to get 3-0. Holy shit, how are you still hired?
I'm begging.
Right, Golden Glue?
This one was a really
That's
weird
what I'm
team
saying.
fight. 100 Thieves looked like they had a really good position here. The Zyra ulti, I think, if
Holy
you hold on
shit,
to it
how
a
do you
little
have a
bit, would have been
job?
much better. It turned into a
Respectfully.
2-for-2 and a dragon for 100 Thieves. But that goes to your point a little bit. That was a close fight for what looked like a really rough early game.
I think other regions are like face palming, looking at Rumble being open in
Dude,
early drafts
why
like
did
this.
Snipes not
It is such
E?
an OP champion. And I
Like
think
right
Hunter's just
here,
trying to
he's not
bluff
buffering
that
his
they
E
know
for
Blue doesn't really
anything.
like to play it.
And then he goes in, but
Still
he
picked it.
E's late and
Lost
gets
lane
one
is,
shot.
You know, a couple of times
Like,
here and there.
I don't
but still,
understand. Like,
it's
that
such
is
strong
just
champion
basic
teamfights.
stuff.
We were joking, though, that how he was kind of playing Renekton in a Rumble
Like, I don't
skin.
understand. Like,
He was
that
flanking,
right there,
he
like,
built
the
tank items.
previous
he
3
really
fights, I just
got
don't
in there.
understand.
At the end of the day, Masu did end this one 9-1-8. And I want to go back to what we talked about kind of at the start of the day in how
The
the
light's
pressure
too
in the
bright.
stage would impact the level of play. And I think for us, Sniper and 100 Thieves maybe overgrouped, even though it was a 100 Thieves style game with the amount of buddiness.
Yeah.
Sniper fell, what, 100 CS behind Blippo
Maybe
by
the
the end
light's
of the
just
game?
too bright.
At some point, it was 5,000 gold difference.
It was tough
That's a lot of
because the fact that when he was
Yeah,
on
eat
side
your
lane,
grapes, bro.
he was getting
Hey,
kind
at
of
least you're
bullied.
eating
That
healthy.
was always there. The dive that happened bot lane
Skip
also
dinner
hurt.
tonight,
and then
bro.
he had ultimately
Skip dinner tomorrow.
overgrouped
Or
and
the
then
day
was just
after.
falling
Or
behind
the
in
day
CS
after.
even more.
It is very hard to play silent against Kaisa with TP, especially. She can always
what the
TP
fuck?
and ult
Zuri
in
was
on
useless.
you, CC on you, so it's very hard to farm sides when you're losing and
Yeah.
playing against Kaisa.
I will say, even though Blippo had a few somewhat shaky moments on the Rumble, because he was up 5,000 gold by the end of the game, and
Oh my
Sniper
God,
wasn't a
Lou.
factor, he's had 2 solid games in a row.
Those were
and we're actually
blueberries?
on match point now.
That pick specifically is what I was most interested in because I was like, I needed to check the pick bans for 100 Thieves for the entirety of playoffs. They had banned Rumble.
We see both the
every game
pages
in
are
playoffs.
blank
They didn't
grass,
want
by
to
the
do
way.
this
We're not
first stage for
stupid,
them
bro.
as well. So it was like blue
Just
side,
having a
red side,
notebook
it
in
didn't
front of you
matter. They
doesn't
didn't
make you
want to deal with
intelligent.
Rumble. The only time in which they had actually played against the Rumble, like the last time, it was like early August versus IMT in the regular season. So it was just a pick that they didn't want to play and they didn't feel comfortable playing against.
It's one of those moments where you might need your ban for something
Yeah,
else.
maybe
and you're
share
saying,
the blueberries,
"We
brother?"
doesn't really play Rumble much."
Maybe
They
that's the
ban it
problem. There's no
against everyone
sharing.
else
Maybe
too, Flyquest, that is.
ask
Yeah.
your
So
teammates
maybe we can
if
open
they
it
would
and
like
he won't
any,
pick it.
instead of just like
It's a very strong
grabbing
team fight, so
handfuls of it.
it's a bluff
By
you
the
have to
way,
take. Sometimes if you feel like behind in draft, you need to ban for something else. So risk that they felt like they had to take, and it's fair enough, I think.
Yeah, and I think they're going to have to take some risks in this final Game 3, if it is to be their final Game 3. They shocked the world to get here. Now they got to win 3 more games in a row to make it all the way to finals. We're headed to a break, but first let's take a look at how Samsung powers the fan experience at the LCS
dude, is that
Arcade.
like the greatest card ever? By the way. Also, was
Hi,
this
I'm
light
Mariah
on,
from the
man?
LCS events team. My favorite place at the Riot Games Arena is the LCS Arcade, where fans get a chance to play like the pros.
Bro, I
we
feel
wanna
like there was
offer
a
the
light
same
on that
seamless
wasn't on.
gameplay experience that the LCS pros
It's
expect
good?
on stage, which is why each PC is upgraded with the Samsung 990 Pro NVMe SSD. Blazing fast read-write speeds and superior power efficiency are super important. I think that playing on the same hardware as the pros is enough to bring out that competitive streak in all of us.
Interesting.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Where's my ad block? But I'm not gonna lie, I get too salty. Like, I'm not gonna... Like, when I root for teams to win and they lose, like, it actually pisses me off. So why I stopped watching the Cowboys for, like, years, by the way, because I get too, like, pissy. I don't know if it's at, like, myself or the team, though. Like, am I pissy because I picked a team that sucks? So, like, it makes my IQ seem lower? Like, it's gotta be me. It's fine. Do you care about G Snipes to make it harder to see him lose? No Flyquest. Just get on the stage, bro. Just get on the stage. All right, here they come. What are we gonna do, guys? We locked in? We gonna get a pep talk? Look at the security guard, brother. Wait a minute. Do we see that security guard? What the? Did we see that guy? He was like, whoa. Boo! Personally, back in my day, that guy holds that EU/NA sign like that. Where I'm from, hey, that's all I'm gonna say. Where I grew up, personally, we wouldn't allow that. But then again, I grew up in a hard area, so. Choke. The mud, the trenches.
Hi there, guys. This is Whippo from Flyquest.
Pre-recorded.
And I'm Masu.
We're going to be playing GeoGuessr League of Legends style. Wait, let me just see. Can I just have a warm-up round real quick? Lock in.
Okay. Cheating.
Next guess. All right, this
top,
bush.
right here, top lane, top by six, tier 2 turret.
It's a rock.
Red side.
Dude, this is a tough
Easy.
one. If I have to guess, I'd say here.
Whoa. You actually go. Oh, I mean, what is it?
This one. Like, there's no way this counts. Like, this is a freebie.
But you don't know which one it is.
Of course I do. It has the red crystal.
Wait, what?
Wait, it's the inhibitor?
Are you stupid?
Oh my god, what a throw. I was like, oh, it's the Nexus, but it's actually the top inhibitor, obviously, because like there's the little thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, what is it? How did he figure it out so quick?
I have massive. I didn't even consider this.
This one's free, go.
It's so free, right? Like, it's so free that I want to click on it right now.
After
I thought
tier
the last game
2.
was even freer, and like I lost on a free point, but like it has to be free. It has to be free.
Boom!
This time it's absolutely too free. Like, I mean, yeah, I got cheesed. Like, it is what it is. Like,
I'm good
I
at
thought
this.
it was like the Nexus instant. I just got cheesed. Unlucky.
Yeah.
4 out of 5.
Wait, what is this?
Sorry.
What am I looking at?
What are you looking at? That's a great question, honestly.
Somewhere red side
I know
bot
where I'd
jumble.
click.
Right there, yes, right there.
Oh.
W.
Nice.
I
Nice
click
one.
there too.
Oh. How to tell which one it is? I don't know how you told me.
No, I know. Now I wouldn't
It's
miss
mid.
this one.
Mid and hip. It's mid. It's mid.
Thank the Lord.
Told ya.
Look, you see the direction where it's aiming.
Holy.
I guess.
This is the lane it's aiming towards.
I guess so.
So you know it's aiming towards me. Yeah. I mean, anyway,
That makes sense.
Mid lane blue.
Snipe that
Yeah.
one like that.
I literally said mid lane blue.
Two left.
Mid lane blue.
Oh my god, there's a Medusa statue there? I had no idea there was. I knew that's where it was, but I didn't know there was a Medusa statue.
That's blue side of red.
What a stick.
Yep.
Oh, that one was
I meant blue side on left, but that's.
Tiebreak.
Oh wait, no,
How did
wait.
that?
Yeah, I was right. I was right.
Okay,
Okay.
each play round till you lose. Do you want to go first or do I go first?
I'll go first. Wait, I've completely lost my mind.
It's a good bush. We love that bush.
Do you love this wall as much as that bush?
No, this wall is absolutely foreign to me. I have
Bot
no idea what
lane.
this wall represents.
Bot
Absolutely
lane.
useless wall, like right
Oh,
here.
yeah, that's where it is.
Like,
Bot
I
lane.
have to just
Bot.
use- Like it's just a useless wall. Your turn now, or do I? Yeah, no, you go.
Okay, nice.
I was like, Oh my god.
Is this free, no?
I'm like taking a moment because it's too free.
Blue buff.
Like it has to be the blue buff. Like if it wasn't the blue buff, I would open. There's mushrooms. I mean, I think I might have eye candy off. Maybe that's why. Oh my god, that's. I guess that's where you right click when you pick up blue buff. Like.
Yeah, that is true.
Yoink. Hey, I'll walk here when I proxy.
Oh. Honestly.
I was like, oh, I think I know. Oh, I know.
There's no way.
Like, do you want to bet that I snipe it right now?
I mean, I sniped it too.
Okay, I've
This is
never
what
would have got
proxy
that.
to, so I just knew.
Yeah.
If I don't hit this one, I have a problem.
Oh, okay.
That is an enormous bush. Where is the enormous bush?
I think I know.
Oh, we are sniffing.
Maybe I know. Oh, it's over.
Complete stinker. What was that? It was obvious.
Try.
Match point.
And they just give you.
Oh, it's the button hip.
Top,
Instantly
that's
snipe.
top and hip, red side.
You're
Fuck.
way too lucky. You
No,
won.
wait, but I'm going to go until my
Oh,
streak
I mean,
gets
okay,
cancelled.
go.
Like,
Yeah.
99% sure. Holy, and another one.
I mean,
Oh
this
my
is
god, absolute
Okay, go.
speedrun.
Okay.
Which one is it?
It's under there.
Okay, it's right here. Well, it is what it is. I was convinced this was like a wall, but that kind of makes sense.
Does Bubba ever stop
This is good
talking?
old-fashioned
Bro, have you ever
League of
watched
Legends
his
fashion
stream?
right here? Since season 2, honestly.
No,
I've-
he doesn't,
I've loved this
actually.
game, and it's nice to know that some of my knowledge still translates to this day.
Yeah, pretty good.
Thank you very much for watching. Catch you guys later. Enjoy.
Like literally. Well, I'm not
Welcome
even pissed
back
like
to the
okay.
LCS.
By the way, this
We've
is
got
a
Flyquest versus 100 Thieves.
This is, by the way,
Flyquest is
100%
match
on Riot.
point,
Riot
up
should
2-0,
not let this be a
and it's
3-0.
up to the
You are a
Thieves
bad
to try to
company, by the
flip
way.
the script.
If this is a Flyquest 3-0, this is just terrible business, and your business model is going to fail. Just saying.
Flyquest
It's
are
true.
the heavyweights in this series. Their team play has been better, even though we have shouted out some of the stars. You know, Whipple in last game, so far ahead in gold. Bottom lane getting the early triple kill. I really think Inspired, even though people really have been memeing on the Amumu pick, has led so much of this. You know, early on getting the flash in mid in game number
Counter
1.
ganks.
The counter ganks were so impactful. That was what got Masu so fed. Really benefiting from the jungle control, which, let me remind you,
That's why
started
he
out
fixed the
with Flyquest
TCS,
with a
to have
team
Kitty's
called
team
to
in the finals.
invade, steal
Bro,
the red while they split the
I did not
Raptors,
fix the.
and
All I
then
did
chase
was
back to
for the
other
TCS
side.
finals was I made
Counterpoint,
sure
Mossy pressed
Stream
W,
Dream
did 1,000
Team
damage.
played against the
That's the real
easiest
carry.
teams,
True,
or
true.
was
One thing I
on the
love
easiest.
seeing from
Had the easiest
Inspired, to
road.
your
They still had to
point,
win the
is A, how
games
he's
against
been
challenger
willing to
teams.
respond to everywhere that River has been. So
Like, they
they've
still had to
either
win.
invaded or they a good job of warding to make sure that they're tracking River
Sniper
early.
needs your chin?
And
Fuck
then
that.
also you see why even
They
though
win
he
this
covered
game and give me
the
something to
Maokai
chant
on that
for,
red
like a
side
3-0
draft
run
last
back,
game,
I'll chant.
He still ended up locking in the Amumu. I think they've done a really great job of pairing the Amumu with something like in the first game it was the Aurelion Soul ultimate. In this game it was Bwipo's Rumble, and he has such good engaged sense
What's it like at the
on
arena?
that
How many
champion,
people? I
so
think
not
this
only is
arena
he
holds
tracking River
6,000
really well,
people.
he's also making the most of what Amumu actually does bring to a lot of these team fights.
And tracking River is very difficult. He is,
It is.
definitely a slippery jungler, not an easy one to track, but last game we saw a really good way to do it, and it's kind of prune the jungle camps in a way that you know at least where the first two
it's full.
clears are going to go. And then being in place for the counters. So really nicely controlled series so far from Flyquest. We'll
All
see
right.
if 100 Thieves now on blue side can upset that control in draft.
Here we go, guys.
Yeah, as
Come
we
on,
see,
you can do
they're
it. Get
still
one.
Do not
Whippo
want that
might
Nasus
troll pick.
anywhere
He's
near.
up
They
2-0.
do not
He
want
might
to
do it.
play it themselves, and they certainly don't want to let Flyquest have it either. We also see the Smolder taken away and
ISO.
the Rel. and the Kaisa
Seriously,
on
he
the
might.
100 Thieves side.
They really were struggling with that poke, and when you see Ezreal getting banned out, you're saying, okay, we want to avoid poke, but then Masu just took the Kaisa, went for the full AP variant. You know, he was playing into the Zig, so he just took teleport. I think was a really smart build adaptation for the game, where Rageblade wouldn't really have done anything for him. And we'll see if 100 Thieves can try to craft something to really get an edge here.
And the only problem with, targeting
he does look
Masu
nervous.
with Ezreal and Kaisa
bro.
bans is that
Oh
you leave
my
up
God,
Kalista,
G
and
Snipes, you're
Flyquest
going
could
to
do a strong
brother. You're
bottom
going
lane
to
Kalista composition.
brother. You're going
and try
to
snowball
Worlds,
on you,
man.
and
What does
that has been
LCS
extremely as
third
well.
place
So
to
Flyquest definitely
finals
have
mean?
some other
You're gonna
options
go
here.
play against the
And we
greats.
see the first pick
What
for
does this
Nexon
matter? What are
coming
we
in.
nervous for?
We did have that little soundbite from Sniper where he said Whippo wasn't Renekton
All
one
right,
trick.
it's
he
the
also,
Renekton.
it was actually 9 to
Are we gonna
8
go
games of
Cassante,
Renekton, I'm pretty sure, in
Whippo,
the playoffs between
Rumble's
these two
up?
top laners, and they are going to lock it in for Sniper in game 1.
Interesting.
He's
so
17?
Flyquest are gonna
Brother,
be
when
the
I was
ones
17,
taking the
I was
Ziggs, taking
literally-
the nullifier. I will also say, especially from watching a lot of LPL, the Ziggs lanes can get a lot of kills sometimes when they do satchel charge combos with something like a Leona or a Nautilus.
Trust me, I was in
you
high
do
pressure
have to be
situations.
cognizant of the knockback, of the burst potential.
I was the
And it
star.
has actually
I was
gone
homecoming king.
the other way.
And
So-
I was the
getting
star
locked in
running
here,
back
which
on my
I think
high
is a
school football
really
team.
strong pick and a really strong answer.
I played
especially
in front of
into a
hundreds
team
of
that's been
people.
kind of dominating with poke. Right, when you think about
I
some
played
of the
in front of
pairings here
100
as well,
people.
You're saying Ziggs. Well, what if they want to go to a Corki?
All
well,
parents
those are both
of the
very heavy
kids
poke
playing.
reliant champs, and Senna can alleviate a lot of those problems.
Yeah, I like this lock-in. The thing I'm really interested in is now if Flyquest potentially go
But I
for
was
some
prop
sort
king.
of lane swap. I do think they are the more experienced team.
Roses,
if they
tens
do
of thousands?
not
Dude!
want to have to face off against
Me and
the
Snipes
Kalista, and it also
played
will,
in front of
depending
literally
on what they do decide to lock in for Whippo,
150,000
theoretically put the
people.
Renekton in a tough spot as well.
On
That is
T1
something
tots.
we could see coming
This
out of
ain't shit.
Flyquest in this game 3.
And this is always funny to me because
Unless
obviously,
it's
yeah,
the
he's played a
arena.
lot of Renekton in this split, and that has become a big topic of conversation. But Whippo throughout his entire career has been known as someone who's really difficult to draft against because he brings out so many different oddball picks. And even when you look at his champion pool in summer alone, he has 6 or 7 champions, maybe even 8 that are only one pick that he'll bring out from these niche situations.
Well, I'll say this.
There's still that threat here in a
This
game like this.
Renekton
And that's been really
Kalista
interesting
Sinnoh
about
draft
Flyquest
is
draft and
terrible.
draft
They've given
evolution
Leona
throughout these
over
playoffs,
3
as we were
times.
talking about them locking in the
3-0.
Renekton for Whippo.
Flyquest.
Historically, with this Flyquest
Oh, well.
roster, especially when they're on red side, they have saved that
Oh, well.
R5 counter pick for Whippo specifically because of that reason.
We'll be out of here
for Zale,
shortly. Oh,
Because
well.
he can play so many of these picks, and they did it
Dude,
just
you
in
need it
the
for me?
last game with the
Shorter
Rumble
day at
on
work. I don't
R5.
give a shit.
Exactly, and now they actually have been forced to give up the respect. I mean, previously to the last game, Whippo only had the 4 total Rumble games
I don't give a
throughout a long career.
Go lose.
It was just a 50% win rate on it, but after going down 5,000 gold in an individual
Corki every
matchup, due a
game.
lot
I mean, when
to
Corki
side
actually
waves
got
and,
items that
and team
game,
play,
bro,
they are
he
now
just
been
auto
forced to
attacks.
add that to the ban
Like,
list.
and he does,
I
like,
actually think
massive
the
amounts of
Poppy
damage.
one
I think
was
it's
a
from the
good catch
E-Shred.
there too, since they recognized that Flyquest would get so much value out of it, not just as like a tank pick into a Renekton, but also into the Kalista
My
for
champion
later.
has to move to auto attack.
Yes, please. So I think that was a good job of kind of covering your bases there for 100 Thieves. It does feel like they're playing a lot of catch-up
Why do we
so
go
far.
Kalista?
Yeah, and we see the Ivern pick coming out of Flyquest.
This game's over.
Something that we've seen Inspired also look really good on, especially with
Ooh.
Zach and Yasuo.
Wait a minute.
They're going
Zach
full
Yasuo. Wait a
diving
minute.
in.
All right, what
this is,
okay, I
this is 100
respect it.
Thieves draft.
If we're
you've
going
ever
out,
seen
we're
one,
going
this is
out
gonna
in
be
style.
So exciting, so explosive. You have that ability to set it up with the Zach, fly in with the Yasuo over the top, the Senna all there to back you up. This could
Zach
be a
is
really,
broken.
really good
Does
game
River
for 100 Thieves,
play
or
Zach?
a really bad game.
Yeah.
Because when these comps don't work, they tend to fall flat on their face.
And there's the Olaf pick coming in for Bwipo.
Olaf
He had
Ivern's
that
nasty.
unlock. We've seen him
I am a
go in
heavy-
this
a
matchup
heavy
again.
Olaf player.
But with 100 Thieves draft, right? I love this from them because even though I favor Flyquest draft overall, I do think this is the kind of draft, we heard it from Golden Glue in the Dignitas series where he's like, this is going to be my Yasuo draft. We're going to win with this. Now it is once again all on Quid's Yasuo with this dive composition accompanied by the Zach.
This is such a frightening counter pick though. Olaf dream dream scenario.
I think their bot lane's gonna get
Such
fucking
value
cooked
out of Red
again.
Side here. Such a value
But we'll
out of
see.
a classic Bwipo counter pick. You're playing into a bunch of knockups. Who doesn't care about knockups? That's right. It's the Olaf. It's the Viking. And if you're playing into the Zac on top side, it is a low damage jungler that does rely on the CC when ganking you. So unless this Zac really plays around
they're in
your
the middle?
ultimate timer,
That's cool.
It does seem like it's going to be hard to stop the Olaf from scaling to the point that you get to run over the game because you've got an Ivern on your team.
Well,
so Olaf just gets dream
maybe they'll try like a
scenario.
lane swap
I mean,
or
this
something.
This is Valhalla right now for Bwipo.
Are you saying he's already dead?
Yeah.
He's already dead. He's at the time of his life.
I think the big thing, I'm so glad you called out the Ivern because in both of these team comps,
Here we go.
have on one side the Senna, right? And depending on how this goes, whether she'll be able to help out this dive composition from 100 Thieves. But the Ivern 4-pick is so good. And again, it's something we've seen Flyquest have so much success with in playoffs thus far.
And this is the problem when they have this many picks that they can play to that top level. You
this
drop
light
some
shut
bans,
off.
you're going to
I
open
knew it
up
was not
something
on.
else, and Flyquest is going to be there ready with that pick. This could be the final game here, or potentially the beginning of a comeback as Flyquest going to be starting this one off with a little bit of a skirmish here. Sniper going to take the bad end of that trade, but not too big of a deal.
All right, he went ghost
Yeah,
TP.
you always have to worry about getting invaded as a Zac. And of course, if an Olaf level 1 is threatening to get into your jungle, you're going to need more people to help you out. So Sniper helping.
And as we see, Busio just reached a top list. He is currently camping out around mid lane, but we see the Ziggs from Masu also headed up into the top lane. So it does look like some sort of swap is going to be happening.
Looks like that, and we have Raz standing by with Nuke Duck to tell us
They
all about
are lane swapping.
Got Nuke Duck here with me. Nuke Duck, you guys are 2-0 up in the series. What have you been liking about your guys' play so far?
Interview Golden Glue.
We're liking the play. Our team fighting has been good, and also our laning phase. And there hasn't been like many complicated games, so been going expected and good.
Sweet, and of course, just to clinch out the series,
Fine, he got
you
the
guys going
camp.
up against the Zac and Yasuo. What do you guys need to clean up or do better
Ugh,
just to be
he's
able
so
to lock this
fucked.
one down?
I mean, this one, it's going to be about like early game, and then we'll like. I think if we get past early game, we're probably going to win.
He's right. He's right.
So I think like maybe we should be careful about which fight we take on.
He kind of talks like Magneto Carlton.
I appreciate the insight. Thank you again. Send this
Oh,
one
my
straight
camera.
back to the casters.
This is such a huge lane swap for the Ivern. So some
they're
important
both
things
from
happened
Norway?
during that interview. Number one, Busio, you saw on camera, he got visual confirmation of Zac's position. River found him on Wolves.
Okay,
and
nice
Ivern
trade.
gets to fully channel his weak side quadrant. Good job from the observers, panning over right now to see the aftermath. Ivern had fully channeled, so Inspire just goes to pick all of those up and instantly take away the options from the Zac. River really got
I don't
burned
understand
on
how
this,
Callista
lane
plays the
swap
game
here.
later. Like, how does
Such
she
a
auto
rough
a
start
single
for
person?
jungle now.
And Zac really needs
Lethality?
levels. You know, you need to get points in that elastic slingshot to really have a threat of these long-range engages. It's so much about that. Busio walking in here. Ivern is there behind him in case they
There's a
were to
lot of
look for a
Yasuo
dive,
builds
but they
going
don't
on right
really
now.
have the
There's like
threat to go for it.
Hellblades,
And already
Conquer,
Bwipo has a
press the
massive
attack,
experience difference.
that's the big thing that I
Blade
want
into Stride
just
Breaker,
ticked
like things
over
like this.
Oh, interrupt.
Oh my
That
God.
is actually horrible. He's losing that
That
entire wave.
feels
That could be
so bad.
almost game ending for him. Like he is going to be completely out of this 1v1 matchup.
This Olaf is going to be in such a good position.
Inspired once again, the intelligent plays.
Brother.
Putting the brush
Brother.
gives vision when Ivern creates
Brother.
them. He's able to go in and stop the cross map. Again, there's so many small setup plays that he has done in game number 1, mid lane, in game number 2,
It's fine.
bottom
He can
lane
come
with the
back.
counter gank. Now here, such a well set up, manicured start for Flyquest.
And you notice Masu and Busio are actually also ahead in XP in this Callista lane that they initially avoided. So just really,
It's
really
fine.
well done swap from Flyquest. I know
I mean,
you guys can't
if I'm
necessarily
sitting
see it
here
in the
casually
Goldie,
watching
but the way
and
they're
I
setting
expected
up
a
their
swap,
lanes coming out of this swap and the swap back is huge.
Shouldn't they as
Quinn
well?
Going at quad here, trying to get aggressive.
As
known
professional
for these
players.
melee matchups. He is a specialist when it comes to Yasuo, to the Yone, and champions like this. Lucio getting poked there. He's going to be able to clear out the ward here. Wasn't hitting it earlier to try to deny vision, but yeah,
I mean, they
Whippo
can't
full
lane.
level, and even more than a little bit of that full level ahead. And of course, now it's going to even out here. A Sniper going forward, trying to take a trade. Whippo, though, is level 4. He's going to try to pick up his axe again.
This
here.
is good.
And River comes in. They're going to try to push him back.
I think
They're
they
not gonna be able to
still
look for a dive.
zone.
Quid, though, in trouble. As Inspired just walks forward, quad flashes forward, it lands the slow.
What the f are you
Is
late
enough.
flashing for?
The quad
What
father
are
gets
you
first
doing?
blood.
You
They know that Inspired can't be top,
They're
so
going to try to
forcing.
dive. They're going to try to force it. But unfortunately, Sniper took aggro. I don't know if River can actually finish him off. They misjudge it. They do get the kill, though. The red buff burn is enough. And now
Bro,
TP
why
coming through. It's going to be the Corki and
are
Ivern is here as
we-
well.
Just FF.
River going to have to flash. How
my
long on the
God.
elastic slingshot? That's the question, because it looks like he's just going to be going down.
Ugh.
Frost Bomb connects, and they're going to be able to clean up this.
Okay, Ziggs died
It
bot
should be
lane.
another freebie here for Quad.
And once again, Inspired is everywhere, and this time they're funneling that gold into
Okay, something happened
Quad.
bot lane and
He is
Ziggs
off
died.
to
That's
such
good.
a great
But bro,
start
that kill
here.
mid lane,
I'm so
Quid
happy
can never die there. Why are
about
you
this
greeting
swap
your
and them
flash?
coming out of it, and
After
how
Corki flashes
Inspired
with that,
specifically,
you have
your
to
point,
follow.
Kobe has really been able to play with the information they got off of that swap.
And in that play, even though it is a giant wave that 100 Thieves pushed into the top side, the Quad Father is the one getting all of these kills.
Oh my
So
God.
Corki this game, very different from the start for Corki last
Quad
game.
the
Can I
goat.
say my favorite part of this Photoshop, which I feel like is indicative of what we see in this game, is just Inspired whispering something
He's
into
paying
his
his
ear. He's like,
respects.
yeah, he's like giving him the information.
Bro, I'm
Quad
rocking
Father, of course,
uncontrollably in my chair. Am I happy?
And it's good that you mentioned him, because Inspired on the Pros podcast was so complimentary of Quad. They're putting a lot of faith in him into this game, even though Whippo
Like,
on
bro,
this
I
Olaf pick
told-
is also critical.
I
in
said that
their
100 Thieves
scaling
was going to
and
win
then running
3-2,
over the
and they get
teams.
3-0'd.
He still
Like, do you know
retains
how
this
bad that is
experience
for
lead,
my
and so they're going to be able to chase River off of
brand?
these grubs with Whippo moving down with Bucio. It's just going to be
a
the
5-role
one steal away
multi-reason,
that River was able
multi-season
to
challenger
get.
player,
But,
currently
Whippo,
top
this Olaf is
70 on
still
the
gonna
North
be such a
American ladder
menace.
end
Even
of
though they were
season,
able to dive him,
and I
he
get
did a
this
really
wrong.
good job
Am I a
holding
fraud?
on
Am I
to his
washed?
W for so long that he got back in range for even more experience on some of those minions that were dying, and forced the rest of 100 Thieves to stay around so Quad could pick up the second of his 2 kills.
It's been a bit of a strange game because Tomo has been pushed out multiple times. You know, his summer's been forced off screen, as we're going to see Quid get engaged on. River's going in the back line. Ayla there to try to back him up, but River's in trouble and he has no passive. He's got to get out, but he's got no way out. It's a killing spree already for Quad.
I'm going to go ahead and pack
Ayla's
up my
ahead on
shit.
XP compared to Tomo because the Calista keeps
Give
getting
my
pushed
book
down
back.
lane, and Ayla was there to actually collect a lot of it.
Let us get
So
out of here. I mean, it's done.
definitely a
It's done.
weird
He doesn't want to
spot,
win.
but a very
So I'm just going to
tough
get my
early
shit
start
ready
here for
and head on
Yeah,
out.
and as you see, again, those kills are all getting funneled over into Quad. He was able to just clean that up, and
I got
with
Flyquest
Ayla
in my
and
chat
Tomo
yapping
should be
away.
able to zone Masu off of some of this.
Bro, C9 lost to this. That's the
But,
problem.
I mean, again, just they're off to a 1K gold lead.
The real problem is
Really,
C9
really
lost
smart
to this.
moves from Flyquest, and Quad is just in such a great spot.
Like, I
Quad
didn't watch
definitely
the
gonna have
game.
some, very
How
early
bad was
and
C9?
accelerated scaling this game on the Corki. Meanwhile, this Olaf pick.
Oh, both ultis are being popped, and Whippo likes his odds in this fight, picks up the axe one more time, and he's immune to the stun. Sniper tries to flash, tries to outplay, but you can't take down Whippo.
It's only going to get worse, let me tell you.
Yeah.
It's only going to get worse. The Olaf will be a menace. Now Whippo gets to push out the wave after that, and Sniper doesn't have teleport. That is just such a huge 1v1 victory
Oh my God.
for Whippo for Flyquest.
Yeah, and 100 Thieves, while they're kind of
They're not going to get this
licking
dragon
their
either.
wounds, it looks like they'll be able to pick up this Drake. Flyquest are looking to contest this potentially.
Yeah, I mean, Quad is just so strong already. They're going to try to turn. There's the combo. It's spent onto Ivern. They do burst them down. Nice
I mean,
turn.
Callisto
The
carry?
debut of that last breath combo with the Zac gets them a kill and secures them the dragon.
They really needed that. 100 Thieves need the kills now. They need the hope now because they're so worried about the time bombs of Olaf and Corki that they just got to keep forcing plays like that, you know, go for Dragon, and then you see anyone, immediately go for the engage, get the money now, try and get it
Wait, they're
rolling
all
back in your
AD.
favor.
Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, that time bomb is
Except for
ticking, and they cut
Zac,
the
but he's a
wrong wire,
dumbass.
because The Corki has 3 kills.
It exploded a couple times.
He's
Yeah,
looking
it's
strong
fine.
already. It's going to be another fight up on top side. You can just see Whippo likes his odds.
Wait,
in
he
these
didn't even
scraps. Has the
ghost
early
last
tabbies,
time. Oh
has
my
still
God.
that entire level lead. You can look at the little bar there on the bottom of the screen. It's going to be Busio going forward, but they're just going to turn on to Masu with the ulti.
Wait,
They
we
get
just
the
hit
knock, but the
Busio
spears
here.
are stacking up. The cleanse comes through. The
Oh!
ulti's flashed out by Tomo. It's
Is
a
it fucking
beautiful
Tomo
play
time?
from the 100 Thieves bot lane
Is it
just
Tomo
when they
time?
need the most.
The other side of the map is on fire, so 100 Thieves, they repeat plays bottom. Really good flash there from Tomo. Double summoner spells expended though. Maybe Flyquest and Inspire try and focus.
Yeah,
Wait a minute,
and
we might
Masu
have life.
should be able to just TP back to get this XP and wave as well. But really nice. I mean, nice response from 100 Thieves, right? Again, setting up the Drake fight so they'd be able to get that, and now their gold lead is almost negligible.
Yeah, and a lot of it is towards
I'm
this
locked
bottom
in.
lane, so that's why I think
Sniper,
Inspire was gonna focus
please!
down there, but he's
Here we
focused on the
go
Olaf
again.
scaling.
Sniper, though, does get the slice through. He's going to try to run with the dominance, but he's got no flash, and he's got no way out. Here comes River to try
What
to
are
turn
you
around.
doing?
He might have just donated another kill. As Whippo going to think diving through that tower.
It's because you look at the Kalista and you're like, okay, 100 Thieves like gold was pretty competitive with Kalista getting fed, getting money. But if you look towards the
Honest to
towards
God,
later,
I think the most
Olaf,
slept
again,
on
with
useless
an
player
Ivan
this
is going to
entire
run
series
over
is River. I'm
everyone
not gonna
in
lie.
This
Like
game. So
every
Corki
game.
already secured the scaling. Now Olaf will also be so secured. It's very, very dangerous stuff for 100 Thieves. They do have some all-in potential to go for, so Ayla making a visit towards the mid lane here. Maybe something off of a Yasuo, but honestly, Flyquest can equally call numbers and allow another push out.
Yep.
Yeah, Quid looking for a little bit of poke there, does dash forward. Ayla keeps taking these trips over to mid lane to try to support his Yasuo. They know Quid has to have a good game. If the Yasuo falls behind, it is really
I mean,
curtains for
I
100
don't know.
Thieves.
Do they
Now, there
scale?
also is a small bounty on
Senna
the Twisted
is
Head, and Tomo doesn't
low-key
have summoner spells because he used
broken
them
as
both
shit.
to
You
get
don't
the kill
like
earlier, so
you don't notice
see a
Senna, but when
return
like a
towards this
team
area
fight
of
happens
the
and you're like,
map.
wait, why didn't anybody die?
River
It's
is
because of
here,
Senna.
So he should be able to stop. And Inspire doesn't look like he is rotating down there either. Yeah.
Pushing lanes here so far for 100 Thieves. As we can see, TP going to come back towards mid to answer. And the Hearthbound Axe picked up there by Quad. He's still stacking up that call and already in a great spot. He's just walking forward into
Yikes.
Quid, completely unafraid. Knows he has so much more combat power, especially because Quid has not gone back to spend. We'll see when the Blade of the Rune King comes through for Tomo, because that's a big
I mean,
moment for
Ziggs
the
can
Kalista.
eventually just
They're canceled their
AFK
recalls
wave
on
clear.
bot
He'll
side, though.
always
They're
come back
maybe
in the
trying to
game.
lay a bit of a trap here for the Ziggs, seeing if he gets too greedy. But again, Ivern back to top. Sniper trying to waste his time with this ward.
Exactly. Trying to waste his time here, trying to keep the jungler on vision. Meanwhile, they just get the reset, so Kalista's going to come out towards topside trying to help with these Void Grubs.
I've been
but
low-key,
Busio
your
didn't
shields
go
are foul.
first.
I don't
He
notice
headed
it,
straight
just
over.
weird.
And the ultimate
Oh,
is
Quid's going
ready.
to take the all-in. The last breath comes out, but Busio is here to back him up. The ultimate just goes wide. Ayla coming with the
He's fine.
reinforcements here. Going to be able to keep Quid alive for now. But the
Turn?
frost bomb doesn't connect. Neither does the
Turn?
rocket. The root is there. They can't go for the fight, but on the other side,
Off, no, oh!
Whippo sees a 1v2, and he loves those odds. Pushes them back, and they're going to be able to grab the grubs.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is Whippo just zoning both Sniper and
God,
River
no.
off of the grubs? He's so incredibly strong. To your
Oh
point,
my
Kobe, he's
God.
only
No,
gonna get
no,
worse.
no.
Ult
Oh
now,
my
though,
God.
so he knows he has to give up the last
Yep.
grub. You have to know your windows of power. Again, Zach does nothing
Twitch
to when Olaf.
subscriptions now enabled
just a
through
source for Olaf
finals.
to heal off of. When
Make a
Olaf has
sub-goal.
ulti.
Hey,
But when-
free gold.
Let's go.
But when Olaf does not have ulti, then you have to give up resources. You have to give
Make
a
a sub
little
goal.
bit. And so it is still going to be 3 grubs for 100 Thieves, but 3 grubs does not matter in the slightest. Flyquest already their job by chasing them off and denying them the 4.
Here's one of these big early spikes, though, coming through. Double Blade of the Rune King done for 100 Thieves and the Echoes of Helia.
He has no ult.
Whippo has members behind him. He doesn't have that ulti, and he won't
Oh
for
my
quite some
God.
time, but Tomo could be in trouble.
Kalista
Busio
has a
with the
bounty.
Zenith Blade. They're trying to not pull
Oh,
aggro,
he's
but in
under
goes
turret.
Whippo, and Tomo taking so much damage alongside Ayla. They've got to back
Oh, he
this one
trolled.
up.
They could've chased.
Thankfully, Whippo didn't have that ulti, didn't have the ghost, or I think he would have committed to the play. Absolutely. River is here, Quid is here, and they do have the last breath. Are they going to look for a dive? This would be a very risky one. So I think it is more just that defensive play here. But if you look towards mid, Quad returning now towards mid to push that out. And on
I've
bot
never
side,
seen a
Masu
Zach
just farming
underperform.
up
It
against the
is
Renekton.
okay.
Flyquest
Let
don't
him
have
get
to
his
make any
core.
aggressive plays. They just need to neutralize what their opponents are trying to do.
And it's very easy to neutralize when you're an Ivern. You have early access to a semi-global of Redemption, which helps combat a lot of these plays.
Oh, swing and a miss on the ulti. The TP's coming in. They thought they had
That was
their
gonna be
man.
late. That was
Tomo
weird.
had no cleanse. They looked with that ulti from the Leona as the TP was coming in from Bwipo. Couldn't quite connect, unfortunately, with that solar flare, and it means Tomo just walks away.
Yeah,
Free rift.
meanwhile, they should be able to get this rotation.
Bro,
onto
these
the
headphones are
Rift Herald
squishing
as
my
well.
ears.
It looks like with Busio backing, they are not past that, and instead they're going to have Quad trying to push out
Hello?
mid, and then Masu getting some damage onto this bot tier 1.
Dumbo ears? No, I don't have Dumbo
They
ears.
are very happy to scale up. They would much rather have Quad get a full free wave on mid lane and then rotate bottom lane because Sniper is under attack.
And Sniper in
They
trouble
have
here. They're just
TP?
gonna try to focus down the
Oh,
tower
he's
for
just
now.
trying to
Quad
run.
is going for it. They execute the tower, and now Sniper is on the run. Gonna have to flash out. The ultimate won't finish him off from Ziggs.
This is
so he's
all
gonna be okay
because
for
of
now,
that
but
level
again,
2
a good
TP.
move there from Flyquest, just increasing their lead.
Yep, and there we see the turret taking power of the Ziggs once again. Exactly why lock in this champion, and it really doesn't matter, even with the Callista getting those 3 kills, because the major amount of gold onto
Let's move on.
Flyquest in their 2.4k gold lead is
Let's
on
move
the
along.
Olaf and on the Corki.
Oh, Tomo in trouble now. There's that ultimate coming through from Senna. Going to be able to actually keep him safe. But Tomo, a lot of pressure on this guy in this
He's
game
never going to be
here.
able to play.
As, he is new to the team, has made a big difference. He's 3-0 on the Callista, and you have to think their season is on the line unless he can carry. Quig to look, but he goes in, he gets stunned up by the Leona. Now he's rooted up. Is he going to finish down? River goes, but he can't actually connect. They elect not to follow up because Quid is just too low to go in with the last breath. They can't find anything, and they're having to throw their bodies at Flyquest just to wave clear because the
This
wave
shit
clear
looks
is so
disgusting, I'm not
low.
gonna lie.
They already poked
Hey,
him out. Ziggs
Quid.
and Corki there. If Quid goes
Look
in,
who's
that's
here.
a one-way ticket for the Yasuo to death.
Hey, baby. How's she doing?
They're
Yep.
TPing in. They're going to
Really?
look for Quad. They want to try to get this bounty. Can they actually
Is
catch
she
up and knock
crying?
him down? He flashes out.
Ah.
In comes Busio. Beautiful wind wall. And in comes the ulti. The
I'm
last
gonna yell.
will surely get them a kill, but no!
Get the bounty? Get the
Quad
bounty,
survives
Sniper,
on the
turn
other
around.
side. They're on Monster. They're trying to burst him down. Tomo looking for the kill there. They will get one as River finishes his man.
I didn't see what happened.
But Quad does get out, and that is critical for Flyquest.
Oh, wait, I didn't see what
Meanwhile,
happened.
on this bot side, Bwipo is
I see
at
Quad
tier
almost
2,
died.
mowing this down.
Once
Tomo.
more, stacking the spears with the Iron Shield.
You missed
should
it? Bro,
keep
my
him alive.
daughter.
Yeah, and that was also a nice collapse coming in from Flyquest, right? Recognizing how far pushed up Sniper was in that
Best
DCO.
caster
We've
I've ever
talked about how he's
seen. I
always
didn't
looking for these
see.
picks
Yeah,
on the Leona.
family.
As we see this setup
All right,
again,
let's watch.
Sniper's pushing in. Quid comes in. This wind wall block from the
Oh,
the
shit.
Leona engage is amazing, but he still
He
gets
lives?
taken out. It's because Quad is doing
You're
so
kidding me.
even after he goes down.
Meanwhile, the rest of
And they
100
got
Thieves,
bot
they
turret.
get the root onto Masu and actually are able to get that kill here, but it's going to be a drop in the bucket.
Nice choice, nice choice.
Ah, we're going home. Yep.
They know. They can feel it slipping away. Flyquest here with so many options to run over this game, and they're going to be uncontested on this dragon. Bwipo is huge. His stride breaker is done. The Corki is
It's not
on
that
2
big. The
items,
problem's
and Muramana
Corki.
transformed already just over 17 minutes.
I mean, just look at the gold lead in both the
2.K.
solo lanes, right? It's absolutely massive. It's nearly 2K for Bwipo in top lane. It's
The whole
more
thing
than
is
that
how,
for
like,
Quad in mid
that was
lane.
probably best
It's
case
all
scenario.
eyes on
Like,
Tomo. You have to feel like he's the
how
only
else
one
do
who
they get
really
on
has a chance to
Corki?
make
It's
something happen in
it's
this game.
Zach
His job is so
engaged.
incredibly difficult because
But what
you're
if
gonna
he
have
just
Bwipo
presses
charging on
his
you. You're gonna
W
have
button?
Masu throwing his ult on you in every single fight. He's the only threat.
Yeah, we'll see. They might be looking for something on Bwipo. The big thing for
Yeah,
me
Sniper,
as well
this
is
was
that every
not a
time
good
River
series
has tried to go in either for
at
a primary
all.
engage or a secondary engage, the rest of Flyquest have been able to kite out really easily. You saw that in the mid lane fight, especially with Redemption coming down. And on top of that, in the battle of like supporting characters here, I definitely think Inspired's Ivern is winning.
Oh, nice satchel. Ayla gets knocked back.
And like I
towards the
said,
tower there. Is gonna be able to
yes,
get out. And I just
they
always
have
feel like it's so
Ziggs and
difficult
he's
to play Yasuo
0-3,
into
but
Leona
this
because it's pointing for
Archangels,
CC on a really low
Archangels,
cooldown.
whatever the It's called items broken, first of all, and Ziggs can perma wave clear.
Focus fire him down to
like,
the point
bro,
where
I'm
when we
done.
saw that fight around
It's
mid lane,
done.
River
I'm
knocked
buttoning
two
my
people
shirt.
together, but you can't even ult back in because you're too low.
I think it's
don't
hard
care,
for
bro. I'm
everyone
done.
on
They don't look at this guy.
They're gonna force.
They're gonna look. The minion unfortunately
Just fuck it.
dies before he could actually snap Masu back. I don't think that's a play that they would have wanted to go for regardless. As Quad rejoining with the team. Items done now for Inspired as well. Has a double support item. He is at a really strong point of the game. Sure, Masu's behind, but he really just needs to wave clear and doesn't need to be that primary carry where Quad and Bwipo are set up so incredibly well to do
Bro,
that.
it's a weird thing with LCS teams.
Running at you with
Like, good teams,
Moonstone,
like
Iron Shields on top of his head.
Like T1 are like
Yep,
T1
as we see,
when they're
again,
behind
Ziggs
3,000
turns
gold.
destruction
It's like the difference.
in mid.
Like you don't feel like they're
Flyquest's knowledge
behind.
of
Like
where
there's
they
always
need
like
to
win
put
cogs or
people
ways to
in
win.
lanes.
It feels like
Even
when
after,
LCS
like, getting
teams
these
get behind,
leads,
it's like
right?
the
So they come
game's
out
just
of the lane
over.
swap, they have a really good swap
Like,
back.
I
They know
rarely
exactly
notice
what
people
they
coming
wanna
back.
do. This entire series, the biggest difference to me has actually been the map movements coming out of Flyquest and how they've been funneling gold onto their carries.
I think a huge
Why
credit
is
to,
there
to
poor?
Inspired a lot for the,
What?
for
Who
manicuring these
even
early games
enabled
as well. A lot of
Porito?
good choices
What is
early
the
for
context
Flyquest,
of
actually
there
led
that
to a
ever
lot
existing?
Of the leads
Like,
in a very
when
stable
would you
lane,
ever
so
use that in a
from here on
sentence
out
or
is a
like
much
an
easier way,
context?
part of the game to continue to play out. Now they can just easily control a neutral area. You see Busio there setting up the vision around Baron way ahead of time. Very easy for them to keep all these waves under control since Bwipo on the side lane is very fed. So is Quad this time around, and Ziggs just basically deletes minions in mid lane, so everybody's so well protected, the money will just keep coming in.
Yep, and meanwhile you do have the Corki on the top side. Clearing
Olaf
that out,
really
he'll
going, what,
be able to
death
catch that
stance?
wave if Quid
No way, right?
pushes it up. And then again, Bwipo just constantly pushing in this wave on the bot side.
Honestly, I think 100 Thieves are going to have to kind of force the timing here and just full send maybe on a side lane, maybe give up something. It is painful to give up the other part of the map, but if you don't just send multiple people and try and force a play, then Flyquest are going to be so happy with continuing just steady income. So you see them now
look at
trying
Zach's
to open
items.
up some vision. If you can make Flyquest a little bit more
game's
uncomfortable,
over.
try and get somebody out of position when they are transitioning over to retake vision, that could be your hope. You know, these
Wait, he has
explosive
Death
kills
Stance.
can really have a domino effect.
Wait, it's
and
actually
that's
goated
your
'cause they're 4
dream
AD.
comeback
This game's
for
done.
100 Thieves.
Yeah, and on the Flyquest side, I mean, the big thing is that it's so easy for them to set up.
It
As
is
Busio
caught, and
goes
here
in,
comes the Ziggs combo, but Tomo easily
Not
answers with an ultimate of his own, just pulling the support to
Sinner's
safety
at
there
82
with
stacks.
baseball.
but then that's going to give them control of the top side of the map, right? We already have Quad pushing in this wave towards
Well,
the
actually,
top
true.
side tier 1. They'll be able to
The support,
reestablish some
like
vision
the game
around
gold
this barren
gap is
area,
even worse
even
because
as
1,000 of
Thieves
it's on
is kind of
Sita.
trying to poke up in the mid lane.
Where are you
River
going?
Trying to get that deep vision, maybe looking for an angle here behind Quad, but they don't know that Bwipo is here until just now. And
This is good.
Rocket, he's going right in onto Quid. Can Quid actually turn around? They're
They-
trying to focus him down, but
oh
River's
my
in
God,
trouble.
it's terrible.
It's a last breath thrown from Quid onto
good, it's
Quad.
good.
They flash forward. They're trying to finish off the Corki. Can they do it this time? Because on the other side,
Oh,
the fight
ran
is
out.
already lost. Flyquest punching through the back end of that fight, taking out Sniper, and now River sure to fall. Three-man knockout. Quid in the back line, though, trying to turn it around. Inspired has to flash out as he's in trouble. Tomo's being bot spanked.
Oh my
Tomo's being bot
God.
time, but he can't take down Bwipo. Bwipo's just hitting the minions and out healing all of the damage.
Top gap,
It's a
Jesus Christ.
Tomo trying to turn it around again onto Masu, but he just can't do it. He's alone in a 1v4. He's got nowhere to go and no shot. at
Bro,
taking
and
down
Sniper
Bwipo.
did like the minimum. Oh my God.
There, and it's going to be a Flyquest Baron.
Yeah,
Like,
once again, Flyquest are just going to be able to clean up this Baron after another massive team fight. Bwipo was absolute huge, even when they were able to take down Quad pretty early on, and River
Coach
had some
him
really
T1,
nice moves to try
bro,
to control
don't
the
get your
back half of
TP
that fight.
canceled
He
at level
lived
2.
just barely to
Don't
be able
get solo
to get some
killed
CC
at
down,
level
but
6.
it was
Like, what do you mean?
Bwipo
These are
with
basic
this lead
things
he has that ends up
that he would
absolutely
normally
taking
do.
over. He is going to be I mean, he already is a menace.
He
but
was really on the line, too. He was truly dancing with death in this because they started so early, and he uses his ult at the beginning.
Okay,
so
Sniper
100 Thieves
TPs.
actually got a good response considering the state of the game, with Quid getting right onto the Corki and actually forcing so much
Bro,
pressure
he literally
by
just
killing
TP'd and
Quad
died.
off that
Oh
early.
my God.
They thought, this is the opening, this is the hope, and then as they return and they try
I
to
mean,
go
this
again.
was close.
Yeah, and as we see, River is going to go down.
It was close,
Even when
bro. He has to
Quid
focus
tries
Inspired.
to go in again, he's going to end up getting cleaned up by the
5% health?
Yeah, by the Ziggs damage. And Tomo tries his best in the back half of that fight, but once they're able to clean everything up, Whippo kills Ayla over there. They just are able to collapse on him completely.
Nonchalant. Whippo just chilling. They
it's
couldn't
over.
quite finish him off. It's the
Oh,
slimmest of
fast day of
margins.
work for
It was
me,
a
boys. I'll see you tomorrow.
well-executed fight, I think, for the most part, by 100
We had a
Thieves,
meet
but
and
that's
greet.
the goal difference in
I have a coach
action
stream
when you fall
tomorrow.
behind.
Then
Those
we
early
have,
mistakes come back to bite you.
Elden Ring on Monday.
Sniper gonna have to pop the dominance just to run away. I'm not sure if that was a mislook. I didn't actually see what was happening there, but is sent back. And again, it's another game with him massively behind. Look at the difference in top lane, 8.4K. Whippo has been incredible in back-to-back games.
Holy.
The Rumble
Holy
as well as
shit,
the Olaf
Top Gap.
have been just
What
impossible.
It was a great red side counter pick, last pick into this team comp. Again, just such a dream.
Yeah, I mean, he has
comp to
Rando
play it in. That being said, did get very close team fight down to the edge, but really the Death Stance pulling work, and now an extra full tank item built after that with all of the money received.
By the way,
after that
I said
last
Flyquest
fight.
3-0,
We
right?
had a full Randuin's here with crit.
Oh, River in trouble, stunned up, and they're going to be TPing in. They're going to look for potentially a big play here as Whippo's going to pop the ghost, pop the ultis into the backline. Can they focus him down? Tomo's trying to do it, but he's just surviving. He's
Death
too
Stance kills him.
damn tanky until just now. They get the shutdown onto Tomo as he bleeds out there from the Death Stance. Couldn't quite survive and couldn't get the kill for the reset. Tomo, Ayla, Sniper trying to hang on, but again, they've got no wave clear against this Baron buff here. Quad pushing forward. He got through phase 1 of Flyquest, but the rest of the members still standing, and they want this tower.
Yep, should be able to take this out. Look at
Oh,
the
Tomo in trouble. He's getting burst down, and he's gonna burn Damasu. Quid got into the backline, but got nothing done with the last breath. So unthreatening is the Yasuo from this far behind, and Flyquest have cracked the base here. It's match point, and they've taken an inhibitor. They can smell the finals.
They had the Fed Corki
You know,
and
by the way,
Ziggs with
when
Ivory-Brush at
this
tower,
game's
just
over, by the way, guys, I'm
bombarding
force
these
ending
defenses from
stream,
100 Thieves.
and I gotta
Nice
sprint
continue
out
on
of
the
here
siege. Here's another look
before
at how it all
security,
started, with Busio
like
going for the face
before the
check.
fans start
Yeah,
coming up.
and
So, by the way,
Busio
if
goes
it's
in,
looking
we
like
see
it's
up.
like I'm probably just ending. Yeah, this game's over. I'm ending stream on like
save his mid laner, but he just
I'm ending
can't
stream
do it.
like probably
Quad
like in
falking
25
forward
seconds.
confidently
I'm
here.
not saying goodbye. I'll see you
There's
guys tomorrow
no
for
fight
co-stream.
that Flyquest won't take at this point. 100 Thieves are just so far behind. The goal differences in these solo lanes is enormous. And even Tomo, who is that hope for the squad, is now down on goal to the
Sign
Ziggs
autographs,
because they cleared
man.
so
I'll
many
sign
towers off
autographs
with that Baron
tomorrow
buff.
Yeah,
during my
they've
meet and greet.
done such a good job of putting this Ziggs against the turrets, and even you saw in that last game, even when Whippo did go down after charging into the team fight, right? They had so much wave clear, and they should
I'm
be able to
behind
push
you.
in.
Sign, please.
On
You.
top side, get this top tier 2, back off, reset.
Oh, they were all in the brush. This is the replay.
They're such
River thought
noobs.
he had found one person out, but everyone else backed out the back of the brush, and the brush is still line of sight, so you can't see the people who are behind
I'm
it,
outta here, bro.
even though they're not in that brush. And so Quid went forward, and surprised, there was 4 Flyquest members where they thought there was only one. It's a clown car, I guess.
Corky has
Bush.
seekers.
Clown Bush, more and more coming
They
out.
all have wards.
100 Thieves, it's time to hope for a miracle here, but it's hard to think how they would be able to get it done. Even with that perfect combo on Quad and
Remember
Mossy,
you
might
hard got
just
every
lose the
game?
fight
Yeah,
to
they
Whippo if
did.
he gets
I
in the
didn't say
backline.
100
So
Thieves
it's gotta
3-0.
be
I said
perfect for them. There's
100
no
Thieves
room for
3-2.
error at this point if they want to keep their hopes of that LCS title alive.
And guess what? Quad has an arm guard on the
I mean,
Corki
good news
as
is,
well.
yes, 100 Thieves
An
lost,
extra
but TL
defensive button
versus
here,
Flyquest should be a
along with
good
the
series
flash to
tomorrow.
survive that
But I think
all-in.
TL's just going to lane swap.
You can see Whippo as well. He grabbed the Randuin, so he is going to be so tanky. There's, not a lot of magic damage in this composition. It's just the Zac, and Zac needs to be diving backline.
Yeah, he flew a little bit too close to the sun in the last team fight.
Might have flown into the sun.
Reverse
but
sweep
he
starts now.
almost
They're down
lived.
2,000 gold. They literally can't auto anybody. They gave
He
Leona
is,
all 3
really
games, and Leona
tanky
1v9
guy
almost
right
every
now.
game.
They
I
let
don't
him find a
understand.
route here onto Busio, but won't mean much besides gathering a soul off of him. The poke can't even break the Ivern shield, as of course this is that supporter enchanter style here on the Senna. He does have 2 items and did grab a healing debuff, which I think is smart, being able to itemize for that, just allow Tomo to just continue going towards more DPS.
Yep, and they should easily be
Bro,
able
it's
to
the soul that
rotate
gives
onto
increased
this
shielding and
tree,
healing.
Take it down. They have complete vision over here. We see Masu on top side, and it's really scary for this composition that wants to go in, wants to try to create these team fights to do anything on the map.
Yeah, they're going to go in, and maybe they'll be able to get through a lot of the shields, but it's multiple Chem Drakes for an Ivern Olaf team. So those are actually going to have some pretty good value there.
Actually not throwable.
Chemtech Soul as well now on the clock. You can tell Flyquest taking this at a leisurely pace because they have it so much in control, and they're honestly really already looking forward to Team Liquid, to tomorrow. They have had this series under control since the
If Ivern build that normally, Ivern could go full crit this game and win. Top gap, GG.
Spawn. River does see Busio. If they can get that miracle fight,
Mid
chase
gap.
objective bounties, maybe there's
Sup
some
gap.
angle. But of course, it is one fight away
I
from
think Tomo
Flyquest
played
to
well.
going to finals. The mid lane is
We have that
already
one
been
fight
cracked.
last
If
game.
they win a 5v5, they could just look to push the Nexus, put the finishing touches on it. And they're going to go in now, and it's Sniper that's caught out, does go for the slice, doesn't actually have the dice, he didn't have the reset, and they're just going to be chasing him down. He's going to have to flash out of there. Renekton way behind, and now without flash, is going to have even less value in that 5v5.
Yep, and now he'll have to reset, and it
Baron
does
time.
look like Flyquest are also just going to have a great setup on this Baron.
Yeah, they're hitting it, and Masu's just going to be poking people
Like,
away. The
getting off
TP's
it?
coming in, as this could potentially be the final fight. Flyquest just going to stay
I
on
mean,
this.
there's
Everyone's just
nothing, bro.
soloing it up
It's
with
not
shields
winnable.
from Inspired, staying at full health, so they can do this so carefully. Busio, Quad, Masu, they're just zoning you out. 100 Thieves don't really have an easy way in. You can see River trying to get there. He feels he needs to look for some sort of a miracle. Ayla gonna get satcheled back in. They're gonna go for the root. They couldn't quite find it. Quad goes over the wall, but did he go too far? No, he's so strong. He can just stand and fight. The shield both proc there from Quid. As here comes Whippo, and that man cannot be stopped. The last breath from Quid may be the end of the game for 100 Thieves.
Sniper
It's
and River
Flyquest
were
on the
1v1ing
chase. They're looking for
Daisy
more.
in the
Tomo
back line.
trying to run out, but they're gonna get slowed down. They're gonna get rooted up. Sniper will fall as well.
Yep.
Flyquest, what a great setup. They force 100 Thieves. They are looking to potentially TP in onto River, but no, they're just going to TP in mid, push for the win.
Yeah, River was trying to clear the minion waves to stop the push, but they go and they secure their minions that they want to end the game with.
There's almost no
Mods,
wave clear remaining here.
finish the
400
stream,
Thieves.
pay out.
Do
I gotta
Flyquest
go.
back to the Baron, or do they go for the Nexus? It looks like they want to go for the throat here. Eyes on the Nexus and eyes on Liquid for that finals. They're going in, and Tomo's going down. He's burst out by Quad, and you have to think that's going to be it.
See you tomorrow, guys.
Thieves are
Bye-bye.
done. The rematch